Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome to yet another edition tonight of the Drunken Peasants Podcast. Things got weird over here. First, the sound started fucking up, and then people started puking.
TJ puked all over himself.
Wasn't me. But puke everywhere. And what was wrong with the sound, Ben?
I don't know. I just had to close the sound program and open it back up. But the thing is the stream ended, so I had to open a new room.
Why? It just ended completely, huh?
Yeah.
It was just done on accident.
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway. Fuck, I guess we'll just... We talked about the Lacey Green thing enough. I guess we'll just move on. And
really?
Really? Or no? Is there more? Because I don't know.
Whatever.
I just don't feel like starting it over. And
All right, yeah. Well, I guess we'll just move past it. Yeah, whatever.
Let's just talk about something else.
Fucking bullshit. All right.
ISIS and Democrats.
Wild Bill for America.
Wild Bill.
Hello, everyone.
For
For
America.
America here with news that ISIS jihadis have been spotted in Mexico, about 8 miles from El Paso, Texas. 8 miles from the Texas border, and the guy who is ultimately responsible for protecting citizens has no plan to secure the border. Can't
Wait a minute.
risk losing the Mexican vote.
Hold on.
And he has no...
Pause. Didn't Obama... I mean, maybe I'm mistaken here, but didn't Obama want more money to secure the border, but then the Republicans shut it down? Wasn't like John Boehner like, no. He had Rick Perry on one side of him saying, we need more money, and then... He's like, okay, I'll try to get you more money, and then...
Obama has detained and deported more people than any other president.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's just kind of interesting that they're like, Wild Bill's sitting here saying, Obama's just doing such a bad job. It's like,
you know what?
The border's more secure than ever.
Don't call him Wild Bill, though. He doesn't actually deserve that name.
I said it very sardonically. That's like, Wild Bill.
We need to call him, like, I don't know, Mild Phil or some shit.
I like where we stopped on his face here, though.
He seems kind of like a Chuck Norris wannabe.
People are asking for us to re-announce the Audible drive.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So basically, today... Well, Ben should be the one to say this, really.
All right, Ben, do it to it, man.
By the end of the show, if we come up with at least 30 Audible trials.
Yeah, and I'll check right now.
At audibletrial.com/drunken peasants, then I will appear on camera.
Ben, the elusive Ben, will appear on camera for the first time ever.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
strategy to deal with ISIS. Well, here's some news from Mr. Obama. The USA has always had a strategy for dealing with brutal armies that slaughter innocent people. We slaughter
We are them.
Only flaming...
Yeah, we are them. I mean, we destroy them.
We have a policy for those who use violence and slaughter people. We slaughter them violently.
Liberals can't seem to understand that. So, there they are.
You know what?
The worst jihad
I love
killers.
these fucking conservative cunt bags. I would love to just pound this guy's fucking face in with a cinder block. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not threatening to do it. I'm just saying I would like to do it. I would enjoy it. It would make me smile deep down inside.
Deep down inside.
And on the surface as well. But also deep down inside.
I got news for you guys. Looks like we're pretty close to hitting that mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How close? How many more do we need, Skittle?
Only a few more.
Really?
That's kind of vague. So we need a few more, folks. If you want to see Ben appear on the camera, all you got to do is go to audibletrial.com/drunken peasants. You need it.
Audibletrial. Facebook.com/Drunken Peasants.
We only need a few more, folks.
Yeah?
And you can see the elusive Ben in his natural habitat.
Holy shit, I can't believe this is going to happen.
It's going
It's
to
gonna
happen.
happen.
It's pretty fucking
Your
unbelievable.
life as you know it is over, Ben.
I know. What the fuck?
It's the end of the Ben as we know him, and I feel fine.
All right, so more of Wild. We always stop him at the best moments.
I think it's just every moment is the best.
Yes.
On our border, determined to massacre Americans, and we have to rely on Democrats for our security.
Oh no!
Gee, what do you think the Obama administration
Gee, what happened
is
on George W.
discussing?
Bush's watch?
Well, as
Nothing. Wasn't it
America's leading
9/11?
liberalologist, I can
Oh.
pretty much tell you what their
No.
concerns are. The top concern of the Democrats is finding a way to use ISIS to make conservatives look bad.
I don't know. I seem to recall Osama bin Laden attacking America during the reign of George W. Bush, and I seem to recall him being killed when Obama was in office. I don't know. I just love how everything bad that happens under Obama is like, that's because of Obama. Anything good that happens under Obama, that's like, oh, well, that's just, that's in spite of Obama. And everything bad that happened under Bush, that's like, oh, well, that's in spite of George W. Bush's best efforts to protect us. No one could have stopped 9/11, even with all the intelligence reports telling us exactly what was happening.
Okay, but Wild Bill is obviously one of these guys who is, he probably won't ever admit it into a video, but he's probably a closet racist, or he might openly be one. I mean, I don't know, but these guys generally...
You liberals always playing the race card.
It pretty much ends up being, like the very first, source of it, if you look at this, is that Obama is black or biracial, whatever you want to say. And that's probably the first strike right there. Then it's like he's liberal. Then it's like, oh well, then you're already it's already downhill from there.
I do not I don't know. I do not consider Obama a liberal.
No,
I don't consider.
Okay,
him
but
liberal.
they do.
Right.
It's like
because they're fucking retards.
Well, yeah, of course. They think anyone who doesn't believe the exact things they do is like liberal.
You don't think all Mexicans should be shot when they try to cross the border? Liberal pussy.
Sounds like some liberal bullshit. Pussyfooting around the border. Build the border 30 feet high with machine gun turrets every 10 feet. This country would be safer than ever.
Yeah, we just need to build a giant, not even just the Mexican border, just build a giant wall across all of America.
All of it? That sounds good.
Yeah, just like
every state should have a wall, too.
Yeah. Like Texans could be like, we won't keep you Louisianans out of Texas.
Don't trust no motherfucking
I don't
Louisiana.
trust no Louisiana. They got the New Orleans over there, and you see
Filled
what
with
happens
sin.
in the New
Filled with
Orleans.
sin. I tell you what.
It's a den of iniquity. Yeah, we need just walls. I think every town should actually have its own wall, too.
With machine gun turrets to kill
Right.
outsiders.
I mean, why have any borders that are just open? We should just close every border, and every different type of person should be segmented into their own little zone. Like in Berlin before they tore that wall down. Biggest mistake they ever made, in my opinion. Just need walls everywhere.
I think there should be a wall.
Giant walls.
I think there should be a wall between me and you. In fact,
I agree with that.
I'm pretty scared of you. Like, what if you try to come over to my side of this room?
That could happen.
And you might take my job sitting in this chair. Like, it's kind of my job to sit in this chair.
That's true.
So you might take that from me. I might get up, to grab a snack or something. It's like you stole my job.
Yeah, I'm going to grab some Oreos, guys. Be right back.
Don't have
You
a
come
job
back,
anymore.
You come back. I'm sitting in your chair, and it's like, where are you going to sit? I mean, I guess you could sit over here on my chair, but that wouldn't make any fucking sense.
Because that's not my spot.
Right.
I'd just be fucking homeless basically, and jobless and everything else.
That's true. And what if Ben works for ISIS? That's why we need a wall between me and Ben, because I don't want to. Ben could be a terrorist. He could be trying to destroy my way of life, my values.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of Ben. I think we just need a wall. Every person should just have a wall. Every person should just live. Every person should just have their own little wall that they have to hide behind, and they never leave it, because then we will finally be safe.
That sounds really smart.
Yeah. And it should be electric.
Good.
And if you touch it, you die.
If people piss on it, their penises just explode.
Just like that. That's the sound you hear.
Other top concerns are Oh, if ISIS invades the USA, will they vote Democrat?
What?
Oh, number 2,
Hold
if
on.
we allow the U.S. military to crush ISIS,
I guess let him get through number 2.
Okay.
it might renew the military morale that the Democrats have worked so hard to destroy.
Okay.
Yeah, bullshit.
So the first one was if ISIS invades America, which is a ludicrous proposition.
Yeah, where's his evidence for this? First off, where's the evidence?
And then, like, will they vote Democrat? I don't think ISIS. If ISIS invaded America, if they had the capacity to invade America, I don't think that it would be voting that was on their minds. And then they're saying, like, the military morale has been destroyed by the Democrats. I think the military morale was destroyed by George Bush getting us entangled in a fucking endless war in Iraq.
And Afghanistan
with no exit strategy. And, now we're still fucking around in those regions.
Well, it's kind of obvious we would be. I mean, the whole surge strategy came about because of sectarian violence was about to overrun Iraq.
We need a surge.
I mean, that's the whole reason I think they said, what was it, 100,000 more troops?
I like how they call it a surge.
The surge.
We need a surge. The surge worked.
It did work. I mean, the surge worked in the sense that it did suppress the violence that was going on there, but the problem is, as soon as you bring the troops back, the violence re-erupts, and we've seen that. I mean, what are you going to do? Unless you're just going to kill every fucking single Iraqi, you're not going to stop them from killing each other. So that's what I propose. Genocide! Sorry. It's probably not a good idea.
Well, I mean, and then the issue is so much more complex than Wild Bill's making it out to be. It's just like, it's Obama's fault, that's it.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that this fucking stupid redneck in a cowboy hat that's prattling nonsense isn't including all the subtlety and nuance that he should be in his argumentation? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now, Scotty?
That's what I'm telling you.
I frankly think that is classist and possibly sexist somehow. I don't know. Lacey Green could probably tell us more about that.
3, if the U.S. military saves the day, it might cause a resurgence in patriotic pride, which would set back the liberal agenda. 4, if we crush ISIS, we'll be Islamophobes, but if ISIS comes in and kills Americans, then we'll never get rid of the Second Amendment. Oh, what to do? What? And number 5, stopping ISIS might renew
Can anyone even just explain that to me, what he just said?
I don't understand this bullshit he's saying.
Okay.
I'm just trying... It's crazy talk.
Like, I guess if you have the same sort of crazy going on in your head, that must make sense. But to me, as a person living in reality, it's just like, what? You're just like a head scratcher.
respect for the USA around the world. After all the work the Democrats have put in humiliating the USA, they don't dare let that happen. Pay attention, America.
I love how this dude totally buys into, like, the false dichotomy politics. Like, he literally... Excuse me. He's literally sitting there like, this is the Democrats. He's no better than, like, one of these guys that sits there and says, oh, it's all the Republicans. I mean... we know that both of these parties, while there are differences between them, are essentially both kowtowing to the same fucking special interest groups, the same corporate interests, the same, wealthy benefactors that basically funnel hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars to the campaigns and candidates they want to see
try
win.
Billions of dollars.
Well, I'm not. No, no one company is giving one individual candidate.
No, of
billions.
course not. But I mean,
billions.
When you look
overall.
at super PACs and everything, it's billions of dollars.
Right.
It's completely, the political process in America is completely bought and sold.
I mean, so like if you're going to take this guy seriously in any way, like I don't know why you would, but even if you were considering it, the fact that he's actually sitting there talking about it's the Democrats, it's all the Democrats. They're the ones trying to destroy America and its value system. It's like, no. And Democrats are not even liberals. At best, they're a center-right party.
Yeah, for the most part.
Liberals are in charge. They are so used to creating problems to suit their political purposes that when a real problem pops up, they have no idea what to do. Now, if the Tea Party was in charge, the strategy session would have been about 20 minutes long. Then it would be boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom until ISIS
that's
was
what we
nothing but
need.
a bad memory.
We need fucking
Meanwhile,
20-minute
the
solutions to the
Democrats will
complex
try to
problems of
act
the world.
tough. Joe Biden will
That's like
Kill them all.
That's like when Herman Cain said that like bills would only be like 10 pages long. You know,
Well, what if you need more space to clarify? Nah.
10 pages.
What was
No
it,
more than
999 or
10.
something?
Yeah, it was the 999 plan.
999.
I think Vince McMahon stole that business model.
$9.91 a month. Only $9.91.
If you don't have a job and you're not rich,
Blame yourself.
I blame TJ.
I blame TJ too. He's a piece
All
of
right.
shit.
On the same page on that.
I never liked that piece of crap.
How could you?
No one does.
declare, "We will chase ISIS to the gates of hell," and he will act tough right up until the day after the next election. Obama will search for ISIS out on the golf course, proving that
Okay, so you know, we were in 2 wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and George Bush was hanging out at his ranch. He actually took more vacation. I don't know, has Obama passed George Bush with vacation?
Every time I've ever looked up Obama's vacation days compared to most presidents, he's actually on the much lower end. I know he's lower than Reagan. I'm pretty sure he's lower than Bush. Scotty could probably look that up if he has like a computer or something next to him.
I'll check it. I'll check into it and update everyone.
All right. So are we done with this fucker?
Yeah, if you're done with him.
I mean, how long does this keep going?
in my opinion, that he really doesn't care. America, are you learning your lesson here? Never, ever trust liberals with the things that are important, like your life, your children, your money, your faith, your tax dollars.
Isn't that your
Terrorism is
money?
real. Evil is
So
money twice.
money and your money.
Don't trust liberals with your money or your dogs or your pets or your cats or your pets. Yeah. I like his mustache.
Here's
though.
I actually found this video from another feminist vlogger.
Kind of looks like a catfish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little
with the catfish stash.
Mm-hmm. If it was just like a few that were just sticking out a little further.
So I found a new video from a new feminist vlogger.
Sweet.
And this is another video about sexism in video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the worst problems facing America today.
Exactly. It deserves all this
TJ.
attention.
Yes.
I'm on Political Fact, and it's basically an article: who took more vacation, George W. Bush or Barack Obama? And you take the totality, the totality of the argument of the article, rather. Sorry, I'm really stoned. Pretty much, George W. Bush took way more time off than Obama.
How much more? Do you know?
Okay, let me give you the exact figures.
Obama still has time left, granted.
Okay, on August 8th, 2014, Noller tweeted that Obama had taken 19 vacations totaling 125 days so far. Okay, George W. Bush took 65 combined trips to his Texas ranch and his home in Maine, and that was 407 days at the same point in his presidency.
Okay, so far more.
Far more, and that's just, and if they include the Camp David retreats, Obama has done 33 of those for 84 days.
So
and at the same time, Bush had made 108 trips for 341.
So once again, we have just conservatives just lying to suit their needs.
Yes.
That's fine.
And this is
So Wild Bill for America.
politicalfact.com.
Once again, you're full of shit. And someone should knock that stupid fucking hat off your head.
Yeah, well, you look ridiculous, dude.
Yes.
Your mustache is stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah, I mean...
Have you heard that most video gamers are now adult women? Not those teenage boys in the basement we always hear
What?
about? Well, a new study says yes. Feminist tech writers have seized on the study as proof that the video industry has fallen behind the times. Too many games, they say, perpetuate a culture of sexism and misogyny. Well, has the gentle sex taken over video games? And are games rife with sexism? That's coming up next on The Factual Feminist.
What an oxymoron.
Yeah, of course there will be no facts.
Now, when I took a look at the Entertainment Software Association study, I was a little surprised to find that yours truly, the factual feminist herself, was considered a gamer. Now, I do not recall playing a video game since maybe Pac-Man in a bar in Cambridge, Massachusetts around 1980. The study counted anybody who plays, however occasionally, just simple smartphone games like Bejeweled or Angry Birds.
Right.
Now, I don't fault the researchers for these findings. I think it's great that the world of games is expanding and that there are more women creating and playing games. But a distinction is in order. There are casual game players and there are the hardcore gamers for whom highly complex competitive video games are a primary life passion. And adult women are not the key demographic here. Researchers at UCLA, they have been studying...
Sorry.
...the pastimes of college freshmen for more than 40 years. Well, for incoming freshmen, 2013, 65% of the girls, but fewer than 19% of the boys, said they never played video games at all in a typical week. Now, among the hardcore gamers who play more than 20 hours a week, the ratio of boys to girls is about 7-to-1. Now, this is a huge gender gap, and it has persisted for decades. Now, it looks as if this gender gap is fairly constant. Are there video games that are rife with sexism? Is that true? Do they promote
boobs? You know what I like about these videos? They use the sexually explicit imagery from these games to get people to click on videos that condemn that same imagery.
Exactly.
Like, look at all these tits and asses you see in these games. Look, tits, 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 violence, 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 tits, tits, tits. Isn't that wrong? It's like, okay, well, if it's wrong when they're doing it, then why are you just propagating it further? I mean, I guess you're showing it so, like, ooh, it's an example, but, I mean, in actuality, you're using it as a selling point. And Anita Sarkeesian does the same thing. Although her videos are much more interesting than this.
It must be dismantled. Well, my answer is no.
Yeah.
I looked at the literature on gaming and I discovered that gamers do make a lot of people nervous. Not only are most of them male,
I like throwing the
but the
people.
games they play tend to be action-packed, highly competitive, often violent, and they play them a lot. Now, gamers have long-faced disapproval from their own moms, from teachers, and above all, researchers and politicians, concernocrats, both liberal and conservative. Well, for years, games like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty were said to cause violence, even though no one has been able to establish a clear correlation.
Yeah.
Now, those concerns over violence have sort of died down, especially when the Psychological Bulletin published a major article in 2010 declaring the video game scare was, quote, much ado about nothing. And one graph showed that as video games have surged in popularity, youth crime has plummeted. Well, now gamers are dealing with a new army of critics, gender activists and, hipsters with degrees in cultural studies. And these critics are concerned that gaming is largely a heteropatriarchal capitalist pursuit. Why, they ask, isn't it more inclusive? Why must there always be male heroes? Why are females portrayed either as damsels in distress or sex objects? Now, these critics have made some useful points about sexist tropes and narratives, but they do a lot of cherry picking and they ignore the fact that the world of gaming has become inclusive. There are games that fit a vast array of preferences and games with responsibly proportioned and appropriately garbed female.
It seems to me like what she's saying mostly makes sense and she's actually kind of on the right side of this issue, but she's so fucking boring. Like, I want to bash my fucking brains out listening to this. She's just like this dull, monotone delivery of everything. It's like,
it's literally just droning on and on. You're like groaning inside, like, oh, please just stop talking. It's such a dry delivery.
I can't take it, Ben.
I'm pretty sure that...
Okay.
And I don't really disagree with much of what she's saying, though.
I mean, Anita Sarkeesian must be involved in this, because...
Well, no, because she's going against Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay, I stepped out there for a minute, but I figured that, like... I saw Anita Sarkeesian on the screen. She used almost the exact same graphics as Anita Sarkeesian, strangely enough. Like the transitions.
Maybe they're in cahoots. Like, I'll play one side of the issue, you play the other.
So I think we need to take a break.
Okay.
Sorry for the early break and the technical difficulties, but we something needs to be taken care of, and we'll be right back, and we'll update everyone on the numbers for the Audible Drive. audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants. Sign up for a trial. We have a goal of 30. Once we reach 30, then I will appear on camera.
Someone says, Ben, piss in my mouth.
It's going to take a lot more Audible trials to make that happen.
All right. If you get up to 100 Audible trials, Ben will piss in your mouth.
More like 500.
500 Audible trials,
Yeah.
Ben will piss in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fucked up goal.
Yeah.
like I want this so Ben will piss in my mouth. It's like you got some issues.
Yeah, so
I'm going to take a clip of you just saying that,
we'll
Scotty.
be right back.
Fuck you, Bill Maher. Fuck you, Bill Maher. Fuck you. Fuck your mother in her fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself. That cunt is a douchebag, and I fucking hate him. He gets on his dumb fuck show and talks shit like that all the time. Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck your mother!
Fuck it. 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 Fucking sucks. Fucking thing. Fucking sucks. Fucking thing. Fucking sucks. Fucking thing. Fucking thing sucks. Fucking thing. Suck it. Suck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fucking sucks. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out. I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
Hey everybody, we'll be back soon. Just want to let everyone know that we will be back soon. Sorry for the long break. There was some kind of chaotic things that happened here that we're just taking care of, but we'll be back soon. Thank you.
Back on crack.
TJ. All of this is TJ's fault.
Oh yeah, it's all
TJ.
TJ.
It really is. Like
is an asshole.
Like normally Scotty would just be talking out of his ass and he'd be like, "Oh, this is all TJ's fault because TJ sucks." But yeah, this time it really is TJ's fault.
How's it my fault? I didn't create this.
Yes, you did.
What'd I do?
It was your plan, TJ. You wanted it to be like this, and then it was like this. It's all your fault.
I didn't fucking create nothing. You're all bastards.
I'd say you did.
No. Not me.
It was all TJ. What's our next story?
Ban TJ.
Hashtag ban TJ. Hashtag ban Ben. Hashtag Scotty is awesome.
Okay. All right. So here's a video from a guy that believes that the moon is a hologram that's projected by a massive projector in outer space.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
So NASA put out a picture today which proves beyond any doubt that I have been correct in not only telling you the moon's projection, but also the source of the projection from the projector. whose name is Satellite Dave J. I'm going to go ahead and show you a picture of that first, and then explain this picture, which was put out by NASA on the 14th of June, which would have been, to your perspective on Earth, a full moon. You can see right here in this picture, that would be the so-called Earth, that would be the so-called atmosphere layer, or the lower atmosphere. This would be in the area of what they claim the International Space Station hoax is at. This is going to be in numbers.
Why is all this stuff a hoax exactly? Like the space station's a hoax, the moon's a hoax, everything's a hoax. Everything out there is fake. The only thing there is the Earth.
I do think I don't know, he has a weird point of view about the nature of space and the nature of where everything is just outside of our atmosphere.
So in ancient times, people just made up seeing a moon, like all the poetry and all the things and all the songs that reference there being a moon. People were just putting up. They was just like they didn't really see anything. They were just like, I wish there was this thing called the moon. And then in modern times, we're actually able to create this moon.
This is like taking what that crazy Shannon girl said and like taking it to a whole new level.
Like just running with it, going to new extremes. Like, fuck it, moon's a hologram.
So like they had the technology to make the moon hologram, 2,000 years ago.
Right. I mean, like there's
Illuminati.
historical allusions to the moon's
The
existence.
Illuminati did it all.
I mean, like, did people, like, is he saying that this is a human thing, that human beings are projecting this false moon into the sky for some sort of gain, or is this, like, aliens doing this or something?
I have no idea.
All right, well, let's see more. Butts.
About 250 miles up, just stick to miles. About 250 miles up, you have this source of the photograph, which is no more than, think of the atmosphere as just a different consistency, but still an ocean or a sea. So if you would like to build a satellite, let's say you want to put a satellite up.
So is he saying it's like fluidic space?
Yeah.
Or something?
Like, who came from fluidic space?
Those creatures that could harm the Borg.
Species A417.
Yes.
The Scorpions. Yeah.
They were like big purple alien people.
And they occupied fluidic space.
Yes.
And apparently so does the moon.
Apparently we do. Our planet does.
Because our planet is surrounded by the sky ocean.
It's slightly different than the ocean, but it's still an ocean.
I'm assuming this is a religious-based thing now, because that's part of what it says in the Bible, is that there's like a separation between the waters of the earth and the waters of the heavens, or some shit like that. And that's why, like, it rains and stuff, and why the sky is blue, because it's a second ocean up there. That's a very, like...
That makes so much fucking sense. Holy shit.
Yeah, like everything... Doesn't that make so much more sense than what we've been taught? I think that that's a far superior cosmological model than the dominant prevailing model of today.
Can we just, like, swim up into space? Oh, actually, no. I think he talks about that later. Like, we don't even need all these fucking rocket engines and shit.
We just need submarines.
This is just unfathomable stupidity.
What are you talking about, Scotty? This guy's awesome. He knows. He's been telling us this forever, and now
he has proof.
NASA confirmed it.
Yeah.
This is not proof.
This is proof.
I like how an organization that's basically, its goal is to explore space, amongst many other things. He's using their footage, the pictures they're taking with their satellites and telescopes in space as evidence that he is correct. Just think about that.
It's not space, Scotty. It's an ocean.
I don't understand.
The government program that sent someone to the moon. He is now using it as proof there is no moon.
That was... Well, obviously, if he thinks the moon is a hologram, he probably does not believe in the moon landing. He probably thinks it was, like, directed by Stanley
Forget
Kubrick.
the fact
we have physical evidence that they went to the moon.
They brought back pieces of the moon.
Yeah, I mean...
Those were actually just some old Skittles. That were,
Skittles.
Yeah, they were Skittles.
Fossilized Skittles.
Yeah.
Fossilized Skittles, huh?
Found under his bed. It's like, look, moon rocks, man.
Oh, so those are like dinosaur Skittles or something?
These secularists will believe anything.
By the way, tonight, just in case anyone's tuning in early, or late, we are having an Audible trial
it's
drive.
not going to space. You don't.
audibletrial.com/drunken peasants. Sign up for a free trial. Get a free audio book. You can only win from this. And I will appear on camera.
Ben on camera.
Once we hit 30, which I hear we're very close.
Ben.
So I guess it's inevitable. I don't know.
We can ban Ben. And I
You
know we'll
can
say
make
Ben.
it happen. You can make Ben appear on camera
we're-
for the first time
Yeah, we're
ever
gonna check
in
soon,
history.
and we'll be announcing if we've made it.
I'll need at least a break to get ready, though, for my unveiling. I think.
You get no breaks.
No break. Just gonna hop on.
Hop on.
Hop on, Ben.
I am a hologram, just like the moon.
Shit. they
Or the
figured it
doctor
out.
from Voyager.
Don't need thrusters and boosters and none of that nonsense.
Don't need that shit.
You're going up into an atmosphere. You're going up into just a different medium. So you would need to then pressurize a cube shape or a cylinder shape. Something that you can block off the ends and control the pressure, because you're going to be putting some gas, lighter than air, I would use neon, into that cavity. And on the outside of the cavity, you would put your solar panels, which would...
He wants to put solar panels outside of his cavity.
This guy is a lunatic.
I know, I like it. It's pretty awesome.
The lunatic is on YouTube.
then power your unit, but also act as steering. And then you would put stabilization rods out from your cube, which would keep it righted during flight. You could basically swim your camera around in the upper atmosphere or the thermosphere, because you can see it's at the same height. So 250 miles, that's called the thermosphere, as I've told you before. That's where this image shows itself.
Someone said that I'm like Dr. Claw and no one can ever see my face.
Can you do the Dr. Claw voice?
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
That was decent.
I think it was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. You just didn't have the Dr. Claw swagger.
I have.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's all in my Donkey Kong.
You need to get the Dr. Claw, Ben, so you can actually, like, sit there. And you need an evil cat to stroke, too.
I liked Mad Cat. It was like the typical, like, big fat cat.
Mad Cat is more interesting than this video.
Yeah, I know. I think we're done with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
wait, just to summarize this video.
This guy's
crazy
a fucking,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
The sky is water. I'm gonna swim in the sky. In my cube. In my cube with stabilization rods. It's gonna be in the thermosphere.
In the thermosphere. Da, 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 da.
This is probably one of the most requested videos I've ever gotten. And I've put it off and put it off because it's like, fuck no, I'm not playing this shit. But now we're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking do this shit.
This was a prank
Do it.
call.
Fucking do it, Ben.
This is this week's phone scam. Check it out.
Phone scam. Local radio.
Hello?
I have just one question
Oh,
for
yeah.
How
Are
much
you
does Ben
ready?
love Cena?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
you. Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE
Yeah!
Cena defends his title in the WWE
Hey, Ben, you can't see me.
Super Slam?
Can't see me.
They can't see you tonight.
But you guys can see Ben.
$59.99.
Audibletrial.com.
Any chance
Forward
in hell
slash
that we're
Drunken
ever going
Peasants.
to have wrestling in this house again? But thank you, but no.
We'll never have
Have a
wrestling in
day.
this house again!
Now.
Young man!
Now more wrestling.
I thought it was a pretty convincing sales pitch, but so far she's not buying.
Yeah, she's not going to
Maybe if they tried to pimp a different wrestler than Cena.
There's no way they're going to have wrestling in their house ever again.
Yeah.
That's what she
Ever
said.
again.
Somehow she was very let down by wrestling.
Wrestling personally disappointed her.
Yes.
It was probably Cena that did it, actually.
By the way, look at fucking Cena. He looks like he could take like 4 cocks in his mouth at once. I just want to point that out.
That is true, man. Wow.
Yeah.
He's got a big
Let's
ass
go to
fucking mouth.
let's go to resident expert TJ on this issue. TJ, how many cocks could Cena, in fact, fit in his mouth?
Obviously, that depends on the size of the cock, but I would say
an average size penis.
At least 3.
At least 3. So our expert TJ has said at least 3 cocks in Cena's mouth.
The difficulty would be how would you even position everybody? You know,
some creativity, perhaps. So you're gonna go with 3.
3.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
So here they go. They're gonna call this lady back.
No, they're not. Oh, I guess they are.
Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way.
Oh, yeah.
6 men in a steel
Yeah,
cage.
Cena.
Dun, 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 dun. Super Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys just called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye.
Stop calling my house.
Thank you and goodbye, sir.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday.
Yes, Cena!
WWE Super Slam.
Hey, sir?
Sir?
Calling my
Sir,
house.
stop calling me.
Stop it.
Yeah, she's pretty pissed.
Sir. She was kind of pissed even just the first time they
Yeah,
called.
she's
though.
like wrestling.
Oh my God, we will not allow that in this house again. My son got addicted to wrestling and he started sucking dick for WrestleMania tickets.
You saw how big Cena's mouth was.
The funny thing is like it sounds like they let wrestling in the house, and it was like something fucked up happened, and she was traumatized by it or something.
Like, no wrestling.
I was raped by wrestling.
CM Punk and even Triple H and the Big Show in a spin-swapping makeout match. WWE Super Slam.
Hello?
How does she not know it's
Stop
fake by
screaming in
then?
your little sirens and
The
whatever
like
that is? Can you
spit
knock it
swapping
off?
makeout
Right,
match.
like when
She's so clueless and oblivious.
At
It's so
that
obvious.
point, anyone should be like, "Oh,
okay, I'm being."
I mean, like
trolled.
honestly, even just the fact that they called back again with this ridiculous like fake sales pitch, I mean, should have kind of clued you in. But like at the point where it gets to like in a spit swapping makeout match, it's like at that point you should be like, "Oh, this is bullshit." And why does she keep answering this fucking phone? Like, do they have like a bunch of different numbers on standby
They
or
must.
something? I don't know.
For 5 seconds, not interested. Stop calling my
Stop calling me.
house. Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena. But will he be able to take the belt from the
I can't,
mightiest champion
see
in
the
WWE
Undertaker being like, "Excuse me." I can't see that.
I could see him doing it when he was the
biker guy.
the underbiker.
Yeah, that sucked.
Let's just pretend that never happened.
You can't.
I do.
Limp Bizkit was his entrance music.
No, that never happened.
No,
rolling,
never
rolling, rolling,
No.
rolling.
False.
Yeah, it was pretty. fucking,
Never happened.
Hey Ben, who was the champion just recently? Was it? Oh man, who was it?
Brock Lesnar.
No. Who was it before that?
Brock Lesnar.
No.
Sanjina.
And they say if Cena wins the championship again, he'll tie Ric Flair for the most
Yeah.
titles.
Yeah.
Equaling Ric Flair's greatness.
history at this weekend's WWE Super
For the
Slam.
love of all that is stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you
I will find you and I will kill you.
pieces. Do you understand me? I know you are. John Cena, crazy motherfucker. Stop calling my house now. No wrestling.
Now.
No super motherfucking slam is happening in this house. I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize, and yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena.
Yeah.
Time
now.
Are you kidding me right
The
now?
Nime is cow.
Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I cannot handle this.
Sounds like this girl needs an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe you're still calling me. I'm about to lose my shit.
And it just keeps going.
She keeps answering the
I swear I'm
fucking
about to call the
phone.
police.
Hello. You have a collect call from
John Cena.
Will you accept the charges?
Oh, your mother. Listen, stop calling. Is listening not your strong suit? Because pretty sure it's is, but you're not hearing me.
Cena, let's go, Cena.
Cena sucks.
Cena's awesome.
Cena is the greatest wrestler of all
I don't
time.
care if they're $59, $49, $39, or 39 cents. I don't want it. It won't happen. It's not coming on my TV again. It won't be allowed in this house. You understand me? Never again will there be wrestling here in this house. Not a piece of going through closets and taking out T-shirts and bleeding them and calling the police and telling you that you're harassing me. Stop it now. And I am calling the police. Good luck to you. Have a nice day. Yourself.
Okay,
She's calling
and-
the police.
And then the next
Calling
time,
the police on you.
the next time they call her back, they just say that they're a radio station and that they were pranking
Yeah, that's
her.
not very interesting.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. So that's that video, you fuckers. I don't know why people wanted us to watch a
Yeah.
video that's already fine on its own and just add our commentary, but
Yeah, which we really can't say much.
yeah, like there's not much else to say.
It was funny. Like, I guess watching other people get trolled with John Cena is funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess because we talk about John Cena so much on this show. One day we got to have him on here.
That's not going to happen.
He'll come on.
No.
He
I
better.
don't want to talk to him anyway. He sucks.
That's what we go. You can tell him to his fucking face.
That's why he wouldn't be on here. He's that much of a bitch. He won't take any fucking criticism.
Oh, you don't know.
Every other great wrestler, put in their time being a bad guy, and John Cena won't do it because he doesn't want people to think that he's a real bad guy. But it's like, you're a fucking actor, man. I don't know. Don't even get me started.
Get started, Ben.
No.
Come on.
No.
Get started.
I'm actually going to make a soundboard of Bruce Blitz screaming about Cena.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah. Well, originally we were going to take a break at this point.
But that's gone now.
Okay. So, looks like a story about ISIS.
ISIS.
Yeah, ISIS. It's kind of weird. Like, now we're going back to where we were before to handle this bullshit that, was pretty much started by George Bush.
Nah.
Huh?
No, started by sissy liberals.
The
Look at all of the
fucking
areas that
liberal
have been moving
community.
Just the past few days here, Jake. The strike over Khorasan is way over here, that other terror group. But the rest of this has all been aimed at ISIS. And despite the talk about a coalition, almost all of this is the work of the U.S. military. Indeed, less than 1 out of every 10 bombs or so is coming from coalition planes in very modest form. Those modest efforts all focused over here on the eastern side of the country where the Syrian military is weak to non-existent. Still, in terms of the overall effort, look at this. ISIS has been pounded. This shows the frequency of bombing since early August, and as you can see, hardly a day has passed that U.S. missiles have not fallen on targets out there, Jake.
And so if we know how many bombs have been dropped.
So, America's just still getting involved in the same bullshit. Like, we have to constantly, we have to be the peacekeepers or whatever you want to call us.
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Like, are we ever going to learn our lesson and just fucking stop fucking with these people over there? I mean, because it seems to me like you're never really going to... I mean, there's like a new fucking terrorist group every fucking week with this shit. Like, the names change, the faces change, but the fucking problem overall remains. These fucking terrorist groups pop up. They want radical Islam. They want an Islamic culture. They want, women subjugated. They want religious fucking rules to be the norm. They want to control everybody and control everything. They want a theocracy, and they're willing to kill and fucking shed as much blood as they have to get it. And every time we've gone in there and we're just going to kill them all. Like fucking Wild Bill was saying earlier. We're just going to go over there and fucking...
20-minute session.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
20 minutes, bomb ISIS, kill them all, dead.
Yeah, nuke them, done.
Done. ISIS is gone.
We just nuke them everywhere they are.
But, I mean, the problem is, even if we do crush ISIS, so what? There's a new fucking ISIS in a year or 6 months.
All the blowback,
3 months.
all the civilians you kill, all that. They say, look how extreme they are. We have to fight back against this. They wiped out ISIS, but now we're going to start the new Islamic Republic or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you can't kill off an ideology, even if you kill off all the people that subscribe to that ideology at this point. I mean, there's still going to be history for people to copycat in the future, and there's, just people's natural inclination to do things like that.
I don't believe there's really truly a military solution to terrorism.
No, not at all.
I mean, and that's the real problem with the world is we always see it as, okay, we need to send in more troops, more blood needs to be shed, and then this problem will be solved.
We need to invest time and education to the young people in those regions so that when they get older...
Communism. Far too sensible.
You're a fucking communist.
Send them books. I say send them bombs.
Maybe we... But, I mean, when the young people living in those regions now think of America, they think of the people who come over and blow people away.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Oh, in those countries, those children are basically like death to America.
We're breeding more terrorism now, just, we have over the last 10 years.
Oh, of course.
So
typical liberal bullshit. You fucking liberal.
You just want to bend over backwards and let America take it up the ass
from
with
the
political correct
nations.
Bullshit.
And who are the other countries that are involved now? Like, I know Britain is involved.
I think Britain, Australia, I think maybe Canada. There's a few countries. They're just have very minor supporting roles. For the most part.
Surprised about Canada, honestly.
But they're not involved in the military operations, just the humanitarian ones, from what I understand.
Okay.
So I mean,
pussies.
So it's mainly the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, like they said, I think it's 1 out of every 10 bombs being dropped. Yeah.
Of course. We just get the other...
And we probably funded the other bombs anyways.
It's like...
Well, we're 9 out of 10.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's all lip service.
Oops.
Where have they, and we know where they've been hit, but reality check, what's been accomplished with this bombing? Have they been successful?
Well, let's look at this other set of maps to get some perspective on this.
Obama doesn't look like a socialist, terrorist, fascist, Muslim, communist, atheist. What else is he? Kenyan?
Kenyan. And...
That's what it accomplishes. We need the extra long form birth certificate.
And he hates white people, too.
Yeah, white concentration camps are coming soon.
The FEMA death camps coming soon to a town near you.
Did Wild Bill warn us about that?
He probably has it in another video. I wouldn't put it past him.
Late July, if you take a look at this red land in here is what ISIS controlled. The yellow is where they had great influence. Since then, buildings have been attacked, equipment destroyed, ISIS fighters killed, but they're a flexible fighting force that is embedded in the civilian population. So now I want you to look very closely at this map today as I change it to where we stand right now. This is it before, this is it now. Virtually nothing changes, Jake. A couple little lines move here and there. That's the difficulty.
But Tom, how is that possible? The military is the most advanced in the world, using some of the most advanced weaponry. Why isn't that having
We
more
keep
of an
trying the
impact?
same things that have failed in the past, and they keep failing. I don't get it. Why?
This doesn't make any sense. Bomb, 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 Moran.
I thought that was, it's almost Weird Al-like how he came up with that. What was that, John McCain?
Yeah, it was John McCain.
I mean, we keep seeing the same bullshit. And the same shit keeps happening. We're going to launch these strikes. Oh, we need to send some troops.
Are we really surprised that Assad, the president of Syria, kind of has these ISIS people in his country too?
Well, of course not. There's a power vacuum. Okay, you had a bunch of people fighting against his regime, and they all turned against each other, and and you ended up having ISIS really just came out on top of all the fighting. That's really all it was. Like ISIS is not a brand new terrorist organization. They just came out on top. In the areas the Syrian government is not control, there's basically ISIS control now, and I mean they've pushed pretty far into Iraq and others, and even some parts into Turkey. Turkey is where they're smuggling all the money and other stuff in. I mean, ISIS is a money-making machine, and people don't even realize that. Like ISIS sells oil on the black market. They sell actually artifacts and antiques they find as well. I mean, there's a number of things they do. I mean, they really are trying to run ISIS. It's really trying to, in a sense, it is really trying to set up like a little mini, like radical republic.
The Pentagon basically says that somewhere around 96% of everything being dropped from Tomahawk cruise missiles, from the F-22 Raptor, from all of these planes, everything being dropped out there is a precision-guided munition meant to bring a lot of state-of-the-art power to bear on the enemy. But military analysts point out air power can only go so far when you go into a whole country like this and you're trying to root out, as I said, a flexible fighting force like ISIS, especially when it's in the middle of a civilian
this is basically
population.
just the beating of the fucking war drums again, like the countdown to when we send troops back in.
You know what's kind of fucked up? Like, if you watch cable news, there's no one cable news network that bashes, the Iraq war and even the Afghanistan war than MSNBC. But back in the day, they were firing people who were anti-war.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh, yeah.
Like Phil Donahue, they fired him.
Well, it's kind of weird because I think it was, like Keith Olbermann started getting good ratings over there, and they're like, maybe there's something to this liberal thing. And so they started hiring a bunch of liberals over there.
They had Michael Savage,
right?
On
well,
their
originally,
network.
like back when like the Iraq War started, MSNBC was trying to compete with Fox by being Fox, and then they kind of realized, like, no, maybe we should take the opposite tack. I mean, it's just a purely business decision. It has nothing to do with some, ideological roots at the fucking company or anything. I mean, they still have some Republicans on there, like Joe Scarborough and shit. But yeah, I mean, that network did flip the script, and it's kind of funny because Keith Olbermann was kind of the one that led the change. And
but then they fired him.
Yeah, they fired him. But he's notoriously a fucking cunt. So.
Yeah, but honestly, all he did was. It's funny because NBC had a policy of not donating to politicians.
Yeah.
But Fox News is the Republican Party. Like.
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the weird thing.
It's definitely pretty.
I mean, they try to have this thin veneer of fair and balanced, but I mean, watch Fox
but look
News
who
for an
works
hour.
for them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have anyone that's any viewpoint besides like softcore
Karl Rove is a contributor.
Yeah, like softcore Republican to fucking basically just total right wing nut jobs. You don't have anyone that's like. I mean, you actually used to even have people who were kind of like even maybe a little bit liberal on Fox News, and now it's just
Hannity used to be Hannity and Combs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right after Obama got elected, Combs was gone.
Yeah, it's like, it's Hannity now.
And Combs was terrible in the first place.
He sucked. Yeah, he did suck.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like fucking Skeletor. It was like Skeletor versus Sean Hannity, who's like, he's, not the ugliest guy on earth. Honestly, and they put like him next to fucking
Ben wants to have sex with Sean Hannity.
His hair,
not his hair.
That's me.
That's TJ. Ben's like Ben said he's not the baddest looking guy in the world. I mean, I don't know.
Not the ugliest, definitely not.
How can we interpret that, TJ?
Like he's.
I interpret it as Ben wants to fuck Sean Hannity hard.
Hey, sure, yeah. Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Why not, indeed, Ben? Why not, indeed?
Why not?
What's next?
You can have his hair. I'll get the rest.
Sweet.
She just like, finally. So pretty.
Okay. Actually, someone sent me kind of a funny video where the cops came to this guy's house. They didn't have a warrant, and they wanted to search his house anyway. And he
Makes
totally
sense.
fucking shut them down.
Sweet.
I thought it was kind of cool.
How dare he do that? The police should have
The
total rights
best
and
part of the
authority over
video,
you.
and I'll mention it before it starts, is that he mentioned this video is being uploaded right now to YouTube while I'm filming it.
Of course, that had an impact on what they were doing.
Right.
So, I mean, they know there's no way to stop the video from going online.
Yep.
Hello, who is it?
Rights.
Hello.
Can you turn that off?
No, I can't.
Okay, I said turn it off.
No.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Turn it off.
Do you have a warrant? Hold on. We have a baby here. Okay, let me explain yourself.
Why are so many cops fat? Like, shouldn't they be able to like run after people and chase them down?
And trying
shit?
to barge into his house.
That's
for
why
no
they
reason.
shoot him. It's like, shouldn't we chase that guy? Nah,
Nah,
just
let the
shoot
bullets
him.
chase him.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
What the fuck?
There's actually a cop that just got fired and charged with like assault.
That dude is like borderline obese. That guy. I mean, honestly.
I mean, not only that, he's literally just trying to walk into this guy's house. Like, sheriff's department just tries to come right into his house.
Right.
It's like, do you have a
Turn that off. Come here.
Later on, he tells him that he doesn't know what his cell phone is. Like, the guy, he's like, don't point that at me. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
It's like, are you that stupid?
You don't live in a modern society, dude. It's like, really? You haven't seen a smartphone before? Give me a
What
break.
is this strange rectangular object which you are holding in your hands?
Well, so we got a weapon. Get down!
Obviously, some sort of dangerous weapon that could harm me.
Okay.
He's not
Turn
here.
that off because I don't know what it is.
It's a cell phone.
Okay,
You
don't
see?
put it in my face.
I don't know what that is.
What's your name?
Okay. I don't have to tell you that. Do you have a warrant? First of all, I need
Sure.
3 types of ID.
Okay.
Explain who you are, because you could be anybody dressed up in a uniform.
Really?
By the Supreme Court, yes.
You want to play games?
I'm not playing games.
I'm going to drag you out if you.
That's why I'm recording.
I'm gonna violate your rights.
Straight to YouTube.
Is there anybody else in the house, man?
No, there's nobody else in the house. There's me and my family. That's it.
Okay, let me explain it to you, okay? We got a female in the apartment complex just got beat up by her parolee at large boyfriend.
I
right?
watched the whole thing.
You did?
Yes,
Okay.
from
Then
my
why
window.
don't you help us and step out and tell us what's going on?
I seen the dude walk off. I seen him. I heard him arguing.
Do you know him?
No, I don't. I
Okay, I'm
see
being
him.
told that you guys are
Okay.
friends with him.
No, I see him in my. He's
Do
my
you have
neighbor.
an ID?
As far as that, no, I do not describe that to you. Do you have a warrant, or do you suspect me of committing a crime?
I don't know. You could be harboring a fugitive.
I'm
you
not
could be
harboring
for
a
all I
fugitive.
know.
I'm
You
not.
think you could be? Sure, anyone could be.
Those cops could be committing a crime. I mean,
I like how he was like, I'm going to drag you out of here.
I'm going to drag you out of here.
And then he's like, I'm recording this straight to YouTube. Then the other guy's like, well, wait. You notice that?
Wait a minute.
Hold on now.
Let's calm down. Simmer down, boy.
You notice the whole I'm going to drag you out of here plan ended like right after the whole I'm recording this straight to YouTube
This
thing.
is why all cops should have to film their interaction with the public.
I'll tell you what, like anyone out there, you know, you should get the app that does record straight to YouTube.
Yeah. Or
I mean-
or it does, records even if it doesn't look like it's recording.
The fucked up thing is that there are states still in the U.S., like Illinois is one of them, where they charge you with illegal wiretapping.
It's bullshit.
I would fucking recommend not living in any of those states.
Yeah.
Fuck those states.
It's pretty fucked up. Even in states where it's not illegal, people have been arrested for doing it.
I mean, it's bullshit.
Obviously, I mean, it makes sense why they don't want it.
We're going to have to confiscate your cell phone and
All
erase
the
this video.
injustices that have happened because cops couldn't
need
be
to
filmed.
record their interactions with the public. They need to wear the body cams, and it's obvious they need to do so. I mean, I've done studies which have shown the number of complaints, has gone down against the police. The number of times, excessive force has been used has gone down. I mean, look, and there's actually been times it's exonerated the police. People have said the cops beat the shit out of me. And then they have a body camera that shows the cops just arrest them normally. So, I mean, it's even to the police's advantage at numerous times where people try to make claims and sue the department. So, I mean, it really actually does make more sense to film these interactions so we actually have an impartial source of information to say, okay, if this is unaltered, unadulterated, footage, then what's the problem with it? And I don't see why anyone could possibly object to that.
I object.
I mean, obviously, I say there's some privacy concerns. But I mean, if it's done in a controlled manner,
well, the objection on the part of the police is like, well, this would never be their public objection, but the private objection is like, they want to have these powers to do this sort of thing. They want to be able to just come to your house and drag you out and say, you could be harboring a fugitive.
Well, then they don't really believe in freedom.
It's like, well, anyone could be doing anything illegal at any time.
Exactly.
I
can fucking shoot you dead and be like, he could have had a gun.
Go get a warrant. There's nobody else in here.
Sir, just show us ID, and then we'll make sure
you're
you're
not
not
him,
him.
I'm not him. I'm not him.
Okay, we don't know what he looks like. Okay.
Okay.
Show us your ID,
Okay.
guy.
She'll explain to you what he looks like.
Describe what he looks like.
Okay.
Okay. She didn't describe what he looks like. I don't have to describe my ID.
Okay, grab your ID.
You have still not performed me 3/4 ID.
I don't know what you.
Okay, by the Supreme Court is not what I've been watching. It's the law. And right now, you guys.
It is true.
Oh.
It's funny, like, I don't know if he's, like, playing the ignorance card or if he really is that ignorant to the own laws that he's
that ignorant. I believe he's that ignorant.
I mean, like, there are people that have gone around dressed up as police officers. They've even put the fucking lights on their cars and shit. They'll pull people over and fuck with them. It has happened. And police officers are required to identify themselves as police officers.
Yeah.
It's not just a uniform. So,
of course, these cops do not give a shit.
Of course.
They're in violation of coloring law.
Okay.
Because you were at my door with guns, and I feel for my life. I have not committed no crime. This is law. I have not committed a crime.
We're suspecting you of
and you're
harming a
okay.
fugitive.
No, I am not harming a fugitive.
Okay.
Because you have no evidence, video, audio
Yeah,
of me having a
exactly.
fugitive. You are going off words.
Okay. That's why we're here to check it out.
Okay, there is no fugitive. Okay, we're all neighbors here. You need to knock on everybody's door.
Okay, not if they said they came here.
Okay, no, they didn't
Why
come
would you
here.
knock on everybody else's
Okay, why would
door?
she say he came here?
I don't know.
He didn't come here. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're all neighbors.
saw him walk away? Where'd
He
he
walked
go?
away to the back, straight to the back. I don't know
Well,
what's going
keep
on
your
in the
hands
back.
out,
There's
man.
another
Keep your
subject.
hands out.
Okay, what's going on? What's going on? I just told you.
What's
what I
going
see.
on?
Let me see
That's
your
it.
hands.
Do you wait? Yeah, I love how cops all of a sudden become so sensitive. Like, put your hands down. Keep your hands down. It's like, what the fuck, man? He wasn't swinging at you.
What is he going to do with his hands up?
He
like
was
a gun is
pointing-
just going to manifest.
You know,
in
the
his
cops
hand
are
and
obviously
he's gonna
so
fucking
scared
start
of the
shooting you or
citizens.
something?
They're so scared of like citizens just wasting the police. They're just like, shh, you need to calm down, man. Stand back, stand back. Put your hands where you can see them.
I understand that it does happen, but like,
Of course it does.
How often does it really happen that people just want to like start a gunfight with the cops?
Not very.
Probably not very often.
So like, why are cops always so edgy about people like all of a sudden shooting them? You know,
Because they talk this shit up to themselves all the time about how they have this very dangerous job and they deal with the worst kind of scum and all this bullshit. And so they have this mentality of like, and you know, it's just like they just have a mentality of fear. You saw that when they shot that guy in New Mexico. Like, they riddled him with bullets, but they were still too scared to actually approach him, so they fucking sicked the dog on him. They shot him with the beanbags. Like, this dude, you just shot him with real bullets.
Yeah, like what else do you need to
You
do
just
to him?
riddled his body with bullet wounds.
yeah, he told them to stand up too, and it was like, do you not understand how those work?
Yeah, it's like, like he's dead. I mean, like he may still be alive, but he's gonna be dead.
He's gonna die. Yes.
Like he's bleeding from multiple holes that you put into his body, and yet you're still so cowardly that you're gonna sick dogs on him and shoot him with beanbag guns and all kinds of other stupid shit. I mean, that's how fearful these fucking cops are. They're just scared to death of.
Guy had like
the
a 3-inch
citizens.
knife.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Get a warrant.
Would you allow us to check your house?
Get a warrant.
Fuck no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we check your house? Like, no, get a fucking warrant. You got a warrant? Then fine. I have
They
no
probably
choice.
will just go get one though.
Fine.
I don't know.
You know what? Fine. If they want to go through that an actual legal process,
I mean,
then sure.
if they can really get it. I mean, one of them could have even have waited there to see if anyone left until they got the warrant, but they know that they couldn't have gotten one. That's why. That's why they were being so aggressive.
Yeah.
They were being even more aggressive until they found out it was streaming on the
They're-
internet.
You know, they're trying to pressure him and to
Well,
violate his
drag
own rights.
you out.
It's
Yeah,
like, it's like basically violate your rights.
That's why he said it. That this guy, like, I don't know. He said everything
Cops.
perfect. He like when the guy was like, "I'm going to drag you out of here." He was like, "That's why I'm recording this straight to YouTube."
What's wrong with Scotty's camera?
Oh, I'm just not doing it because of this thing.
Oh, okay.
You just now noticed that.
I didn't notice before.
So, do you want to take a break or do you want to move on?
We can take a break.
All right. So we'll be back in a little bit. Don't forget.
And we're going to announce the results. So
Yes. But in the meantime, feel free to visit audibletrial.com/drunken peasants. You know what? And actually, before we go on our break, do you want to talk about the T-shirt?
Sure.
And maybe we can show the pictures
Sure.
of the T-shirt people, and then we'll take a break. How about
All right,
that?
sounds good.
All right,
Now's
cool.
a good time for that. So,
these are real life sucker. I mean, people who bought the shirt.
no. They are high-quality shirts, and in fact, I'm wearing one right now.
Yes, Ben is wearing the shirt.
Ben's like, no, it's high. It's of the highest quality.
It really is. And actually, before we show the people who...
No, we're actually going to show people who bought the shirt.
Yeah, before we do that, just want to let everyone know that we only need 4 more...
to relaunch.
We only need 4 more to relaunch the campaign. And, even though the goal will be set at 100, if for whatever reason we reach the last day and we're not quite there, I can still move it down so that everyone gets their shirts.
Hey.
But hopefully we get over 100 again, because we did last time.
Smoke pan every day. Let's take a look at some people wearing this shirt.
All right. We'll do that right now.
Right fucking now.
Yeah, it's like this picture. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
TJ saw this picture and got really hard. He's like, whoa.
It looks like Andy Warhol, kind of.
Yeah, a little
like
bit.
Young Andy Warhol. Fatter than Andy Warhol. Maybe a little
The
fatter.
print on the shirt is...
Hey, girls.
What?
Yeah, surprisingly enough, there's a few of them.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, look, another one.
Whoa, what the hell?
Femils.
What is a female?
Females. I have nothing to say about that.
We're always like, all right.
Crickets.
Here's this guy.
Yeah. There's this guy. He's got like a
His
spiky
jacket's
jacket.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you get in a fight with someone, you just tackle them.
Is he in front of a green screen? What's going on?
Yeah,
Is another
this guy's
guy?
very
He's
proud.
like, da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Drunken
Superman.
shirt. Drunken Peasants shirt.
This guy. Oh man, he's got your books.
He's got all of my books.
Wow.
That's
Every
crazy.
single fucking one.
I'll tell you what. The print on
it's
the shirt
pretty
is pretty
crazy
awesome.
because Banana Head too. That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He wants to be in my ass. That's what he's trying to say.
I guess
there.
so.
This guy is letting us know that he
Cannibal
reps
Corpse?
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse and Drunken Peasants.
Cannibal Corpse pretty cool. Also Drunken Peasants. Look at his cat.
We had this guy.
I have a cat.
We showed this picture the last time, but I thought, what the fuck? Show
Yeah,
it.
why not? Show it again. The cat loves it.
And those dogs love the
This
shirt.
person put it
This
over.
person decided
yeah.
to use the shirt as a dog blanket, I
Hey,
guess.
$30 dog blanket.
Yeah,
Why
go
not?
ahead.
This guy was at some kind of festival.
Repping us at a fucking festival. Fuck yeah. There's like dragons and shit behind him. That's pretty cool. And then there's this guy.
He likes to clean a lot. There's a Clorox thing.
Yeah.
He keeps his pipes really clean.
Uh-huh.
Boobs.
Bulbs.
Ben's like, whoa.
Bobs.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa.
Though,
I had to put that one.
though you say the bulbs.
This guy looks like he's really tall for some
He's a
reason.
giant.
Yeah.
He's a giant.
Because he
He's
It's a
decided...
worm's eye view.
He's at least 9 feet
yeah,
tall.
he decided to take the picture from crotch level.
Yes.
Ben, I think that
Ben's
you
like,
should fist this girl.
Hey. How's it
Duck
going?
face with nose pick. That's
Yeah?
pretty cool.
Pretty good.
Duck face, nose pick, smoke pan every day.
Smoke pan every day.
What's on that dude's head?
A hat.
What kind?
Backwards baseball cap.
I don't like
I
it.
don't trust him. Communist. This guy's also a communist.
Nah, but he's got a cool skull belt buckle.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
A satanic communist, in fact.
But he has to tuck our shirt in to make it work.
Yep. This guy's playing a guitar. He has
On
his
a-
mouth wide open.
Took the picture on a fucking potato. That's pretty good.
He was inspired
Looks like
by
he has
Cena.
like a BC Rich guitar. Yeah. This girl's always complaining about how we broadcast our show when she's working.
It's not our
Oh.
fault.
Yep.
Who cares, bitch?
All right, so that's
Fuck you.
That's it, actually.
Stupid fucking bitch.
That's it.
We
for
hate
now.
you.
If
We hate you so much.
We don't even. In fact, you know, I hope that bitch burns our shirt because I hate her.
Burn the shirt.
Burn the shirt.
If
I just have one thing to say.
Burn
I just have
the
one thing to say to you, TJ.
shirt.
Do you know what that is?
Can't see me.
Nope.
Evolution.
Ban TJ. Ban TJ. Ban TJ. Ban TJ. Ban TJ.
Ban TJ.
So if you got a shirt and you didn't send us a picture yet, go ahead and send it to us, please.
Then
at
you're
our
probably
Facebook.
a cunt.
And if you guys want a shirt, teespring.com/Drunken Peasants. The shirts are American Apparel, so they're high quality shirts, and the print is a screen print. So It's
actually they're very low
durable.
quality shirts.
You can
but
actually
we
wear
just
the shirt
have a
and
huge
smoke
markup.
pen at the same time.
The shirt is actually made of a material that will melt.
We actually have a
in extreme heat or
sweatshop
cold.
in my garage
where Ben
Ben bought a few Vietnamese children.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cambodian children, but yeah.
Yeah, I got a few Vietnamese children. He got them on. It was a special. He's like, sew that shit up, and that's what's going on. So, you are contributing to slave labor, but, Ben really needs a lot of beer, so.
Yeah.
I do drink a lot of beer.
Ben needs.
The Ben Beer Fund.
Yeah, this is basically the Ben Beer Fund, so, if Ben goes out alcohol for at least 1 or 2 hours, he may die. So everyone keep that in mind.
We're going to take a break. audibletrial.com/drunken peasants. And we're going to give everyone an update, and what'll probably end up happening is that I'll probably end up being on camera.
And snorting cocaine. We shall return.
it. Fuck it. Fucking suck. Suck it. Suck it. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out. I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
Ben TJ. Ben. Ben TJ.
It is Scotty's favorite band.
Oh man, come on! That's like freaking so many years ago now.
Drugs. We've tabulated, and we are one person away, one audible trial away from meeting our goal. So we only need one more person out there to sign up for an audible trial, and Ben will appear on camera.
Or spontaneously explode.
Yeah, either that or he will kill himself.
Ben will explode.
I've already killed myself, so I will now no longer be appearing on camera.
Myself, but
Sorry,
I cannot
everyone.
die.
No, I will. I'll be on camera.
Yes, he will.
Fuck it.
Fuck it all.
Fuck it. There's no words there.
In the ass.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
What does it mean to play us out?
Fuck it. I say we
What
just
does
go
that
to
mean,
questions.
to play us out?
Questions or no?
Bull.
Questions, yeah.
Bull.
Yeah, we have questions. I mean, like,
Well,
whatever.
I'm just saying, like, should we go to questions?
You know what?
Do we have any more news stories?
We have plenty of more news stories, and
Let's do.
But we're doing another show on Saturday.
well, I have that covered too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do a couple of stories, then let's go to questions.
Sure.
Yeah. So, audible trial.
.com.
Yeah.
/ Drunken Peasants. There it is. See the URL right there? We only need one more. The motherfucker that's been sitting there like, maybe I'll do it. Do it. Do it, you fucking lazy cunt. Fucking do it now.
Tucker Carlson.
Smoking.
He's mad.
Why?
Because apparently
Someone
Popeye
tied his bow tie too tight.
No, it's funny because I actually agree with Tucker Carlson on part of this.
That's disgusting.
Part of it. Like, they shouldn't change the cartoon, basically.
Oh, someone wants to change Popeye or something?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Never mind. I side with him, too.
That dog is so impressive. This is a sad story.
This is a very sad story. Get out your tissues this morning because Popeye, it was part of growing up in my house, watching Popeye, the Sailor Man, the original iconic Fleischer Studios cartoons that we all know and love. Well, here, take a look. This is what he used to look like. This is the original Popeye. And now, according to some leaked photos, the new Sony Pictures version of Popeye will look like this, without the iconic anchor tattoo, and the smoking pipe.
Does anyone else find it ironic that they're making a Popeye film now after Robin Williams passed away?
I don't find it ironic. I hated the Robin Williams.
I mean,
Popeye
did you
film,
really?
by the way. I hated it.
We don't know how long it was in production or anything, or how long this has been planned out.
So what did you hate about it, though?
I don't know.
Because it was a musical? Or
No, I mean, like, it just vaguely pisses me off.
I'll admit that the music wasn't very strong in it. Like it.
I don't know. Like, I look, like, when I look at, like, everything about that movie just rubs me the wrong way. It's like, I don't like.
Even Robin Williams' performance as
Yeah.
Popeye?
I don't
Really?
I don't like the aesthetic of it. I don't like the feel of it. I just don't like the film.
Okay.
It's not like, I'm not even saying it's necessarily
It's
a bad
garbage. I
film.
fucking hate it.
Not saying it's a bad film.
I hate it.
Not saying it's a bad film.
I hate it.
Not saying it's a bad film.
It's one of my
Look at this fucking bullshit.
It's not one of my
Popeye.
favorite Robin Williams films or anything, but
Well, no, of course not.
what?
So-
he's missing the anchor tattoos on his arms.
And it looks
too.
like he has hair as well.
This is just
yeah, like
That's weird.
like bangs or something.
I don't like this.
Yeah, this is shit.
This Popeye should just be shot in the fucking head.
Did you ever think you'd agree with Tucker Carlson?
No,
Not
I'm
really.
actually pissed at
The
you
funny
for
thing-
finding something we
Well,
agree
hold
on.
on. The thing is that he's going to blame it on liberals in a
Oh,
second.
Of course. Well, I'm a liberal and I don't like this shit. And also, why would liberals be the ones that wanted his tattoo gone?
I have no idea.
Or a cigarette.
Or spinach. I mean,
Right.
spinach is pretty healthy, you know.
Well, I mean, he had a pipe.
I mean,
And
yeah,
it's
well,
like-
I can kind of see his point on the like liberals and the fucking smoking thing, because they are usually the ones.
I've
leading-
known plenty of liberals that smoke.
Sure, but they're also usually the ones who lead the fight to like ban smoking in public places and in movies and shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Are they wussifying Popeye?
Well, of course there was. Nothing is scarier to a modern liberal than tobacco. If Popeye were driving around giving the morning after pill to fourth graders, that would be totally fine.
Oh,
but
shut up,
smoking
you
a pipe
fucking
is a symbol of
hyperbole.
freedom and masculinity in
Someone
America
should fucking
itself.
beat him with a hammer.
I knew that's where he'd lose you at that part.
You know, I noticed Tucker Carlson doesn't have his lame bow tie anymore.
Yeah, he's got it. It's still stripy like his bow tie was, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Stewart was on. I think it was Crossfire.
Crossfire!
Hardline? Was it Crossfire? Or?
Yeah, it was.
It was the first. It was the old Crossfire.
Jon Stewart was on it, and he just tore Tucker Carlson a new asshole.
It was beautiful.
Yeah,
that was a great performance.
The reason this country exists, tobacco, that's like, oh, that's outrageous. That's a major...
So what?
The thing
Even
with
if that's
Popeye,
true, so what?
Popeye was designed for one reason, and why it was so popular is because it had a nice message for children. Just like Barney is "I love you" and "You
Wait
love
a
me,"
minute.
and
How-
Sesame
wait,
Street teaches
no.
you how to count.
What?
Hold on, Popeye did not have a nice message for children.
Eat canned spinach.
Okay, wait. So
you should eat canned spinach
and fight with people.
Yeah, smoke,
and
fight,
smoke and
drink, yeah.
and like curse. Like how like Popeye, like I like Popeye and I think he's pretty awesome and shit, but I'm not sitting like he's not like some great role model for kids or something.
And another weird thing was his taste in women.
Olive
Olive
oil. No one wants.
She had.
Look, I maintain that Popeye wanted to fuck Bluto and vice versa,
Yeah.
and that olive oil was because no one could be attracted to fucking olive oil.
No,
she's a shrill, nagging, ugly fucking bitch who is ugly inside and out. Fuck her. Actually, do not fuck her because she's horrible. And even a fucking deformed motherfucker like Popeye could do better than that. Come on.
I am what I am.
Popeye taught you to eat your spinach.
And
Gives you
smoke-
lots of iron,
and
makes you
smoke at
really
the same
strong.
time.
And if you smoke, sorry, you might get lung cancer.
It's incredible. He could smoke a pipe and down a whole can of spinach at the same time.
Well, I hold Popeye
What's this?
responsible for the generations
Sometimes he would
of
eat the
underage
spinach with his pipe. Like there would be times where he would suck the spinach through the pipe.
Yeah,
I remember that.
that was pretty awesome. I kind of took that as a weed reference.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
smokers you've seen through the years.
Just, yeah.
He did have the pipe in his mouth the whole time.
How does he do that? He
That's
pulls
so
that
impressive.
off.
No child has ever smoked a pipe because of Popeye.
Or is it a sign of the times?
You think?
I don't know, but maybe cigarettes.
I don't think so.
Just
I watched
like
this as a
Camel
child.
stopped.
Honestly, for me too, like, I never smoked because Popeye did it. Well, actually, the one time as a kid, I did ask my mom to buy me some canned spinach that had Popeye printed on the label. I took one fucking bite and spit it out.
Oh no!
Like instantly. I like fresh spinach, like in a salad or something, but like from a can and like cooked on the stovetop. Bleh, bleh. Like no fucking way. No.
I don't think TJ eats vegetables.
I don't think anyone should. I don't think anyone's emulating Popeye. I just don't.
No.
I don't think anyone looks to Popeye as like.
Who
this
even
is a
wants
great-
arms like that? He's all forearm and no
Okay.
bicep.
Look how fucking hideous his face is. I mean, come on.
He's got deformed arms too. I mean, look at that shit.
Yeah, he's like he's like the new Quasimodo. Not that new though. A newer Quasimodo.
Having Joe Camel because it was.
I watched Popeye as a child. I never smoked, and I never felt the need to smoke a corncob pipe.
Well, I did because of Popeye. But if you think that's bewildering, take a look at this. This is Thor. Now, you may notice something a little different. Popeye lost something. Thor has added something. A couple of them. Let's see if you can notice what they are.
Oh, boobs! Right, of course.
He's
talking about boobs!
Thor on the left because Thor is now
And it's not Thorella or Thoriella or Thorita or
Bulbs.
Thora. It's just Thor. So are we worried about gender equality so much and being so politically correct?
No, I mean I believe that in the Marvel universe, Thor is like the spirit of Thor. That
It's like a title.
Well, yeah, and like the Thor of the original Marvel Thor comics was a regular human being that found the hammer.
Yeah,
from what I understand. So,
I don't. Yeah, like people suck.
Fox News sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they're
do.
just.
I mean, who? Honestly, it really doesn't matter where you come out on this. It's just like who gives a shit. It's a comic book,
Right.
If Marvel wants to write Thor as a female character now, like who really cares?
And I guess I really don't give a shit if they want to make Popeye a pussy. I just won't fucking see it. If you don't like this shit, if you don't like the female Thor, don't read the female Thor. If you don't want to fucking see Popeye be a pussy, then go fucking watch the old Popeye cartoons. There's plenty of them.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're online for free at this point.
Sure,
I
go
don't
on.
know if anyone who
Most of them
owns
are on
that-
fucking YouTube.
I don't know if anyone who ever owned that is still alive at this point.
Oh, I'm sure someone owns it.
I remember, my grandfather, if he was still alive, he'd be almost 100 years old.
I think
that was his favorite cartoon.
I think Comcast at this
You
point
know?
would probably hold the rights
to Popeye.
Yeah, they bought Universal and a bunch of things.
Did Popeye's chicken stop using the likeness of Popeye?
Yes.
In their ads, but they used to though, right?
Yeah, they did used to.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I remember them using Popeye's likeness.
did.
But I
Yeah.
guess they must have lost some licensing or
Yep.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, they maintain the name. I wonder if they still pay someone for the name or if they've been like, well,
I would imagine. I don't understand if you're going to pay for the name, you pay for the image too. Like Popeye is still a beloved fucking character by many people. I don't see why you would avoid that when you could I don't know. Maybe they just feel like they want like a fresher, newer image or something.
Probably so.
Anyway, want to move on?
yes, we can move on.
Moving on.
You want to talk about Roger Goodell?
Sure.
Okay.
One of my favorite people.
Roger, you've had pretty extreme
Roger, you're a
unilateral
lying piece of
power
shit.
in deciding discipline. But as you've said a few times, you've gotten it wrong in a few cases, and that tends to happen when there's no checks and balances. How willing are you to give up some of that power, and do you think that that would be the right thing for you to do?
Well, Rachel, as I said in my statement, everything is on the table. We're going to make sure that we look at every aspect of the process of how we gather information to make a decision, how we make that decision, and then the appeals process. And all of that's on the table, and all of that is important information that we want outside experts to give us some perspective on and see if there's a better way to do it. We believe there is, and we believe we need it. We can't continue to operate like this.
Also, you've mentioned on TV last week that you guys checked and tried to get the Ray Rice.
So, do you think that it's his leadership? Is it his job to police the lives of all the NFL players?
I'm kind of torn on this because on one hand, I kind of think that trying to place all the blame on Goodell kind of misses the point. And
Yeah,
really,
but the guy at the top always
Sure.
gets blamed.
That's kind of the tendency. But at the same time, I hate Roger Goodell so much that I really don't care if he gets fucked over by this.
And I think for our listeners that are not American, maybe we
Yeah.
might want to give a little context to the story because the NFL is not.
The context
popular.
is if you were American, you'd understand. And if you're not, you're fucking stupid.
Well, originally, there's a football player, Ray Rice, who basically assaulted his girlfriend. There was a confrontation. He assaulted her. He knocked her unconscious at a hotel in the Atlantic City in New Jersey.
Punched her right in the face.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video. It
Yeah.
was a beating. You know, it was a big pro football player, which are big men. You know, you're talking like at least.
I'm
200
gonna
pounds.
contend the fucking notion of that this was like a beating because it really was not a beating. It was
Wasn't
one,
she unable to stand
it
for
was
a few moments?
Sure, but it was one punch.
Okay.
Look, I mean, this is bullshit. I'm sorry. She's walking past him. She slaps him in the fucking face. No provocation there. She gets in the elevator. He follows. He gets over next to her. It's kind of unclear who starts an altercation at that point. But what is clear is I think it was her. He backs away. She starts charging him with this fucking crazy ass look in her eyes. He punches her once. That seems like a perfectly fucking reasonable reaction when someone's charging you. I don't care what their fucking size is. You mean to tell me you don't think she could hurt him? Of course she could hurt him.
She could.
You know, if someone's charging at you in a fucking confined space, you might just react. But we're supposed to just condemn him and shit because, oh, she's a girl, he's a guy, so therefore it's his fault. It doesn't matter that she fucking initiated physical contact first. It doesn't matter any of the fucking context.
So you don't
it's
think
just
Ray
Ray Rice is a piece of shit.
So you don't think he should be punished in any way?
I'm not saying that. I'm just, should he have hit her? Should he have punched her? Should he have knocked her out? No. But should we fucking just ignore every mitigating circumstance?
Should we ignore size though, TJ? Like if a 10-year-old comes at me and tries to punch me.
You know what? If a 10-year-old comes at you and tries to punch you,
he could hurt me.
Yeah, sure. So I mean,
So should I just fucking boot him in the face?
Maybe.
He's probably only 2.5 to 3 feet tall. Just
look.
fucking boot him in the face.
I'm probably larger by body mass, relative to either of you.
Right.
As that was. But if one of you attacked me and I fought back, no one would say, oh, well, that's bullshit.
Oh,
because this guy's not that big. He's muscular, but he's actually a shorter guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, how do you... it seems to me that what he did could have very well just been a reactive thing in the moment that wasn't some planned out thing. It's not like he sat there and beat the shit out of her. He threw one punch. So I just think that this is just fucking horse shit. Honestly.
Okay.
Nice video and any information. The Atlantic City Prosecutor's Office in an open records check says they don't have any electronic communication from the NFL asking for those kinds of documentation or the video. Can you give us sort of the trail of how you guys did that investigation so that people can know really what you put into it?
Well, certainly our security department works with law enforcement. They are fully cooperative. We gather almost entirely all of our information through law enforcement.
Look, this motherfucker's full of shit. All right, they had the key.
They had the tape.
They had access to the fucking tape. They had access.
Yeah,
to
didn't
the
they
tape.
have it within 2 or 3 days or something?
They had it very shortly after the incident happened.
Yeah, so they had the full picture.
I don't think it was quite that soon. I think it was within the next month, but they still had it. And they watched it, and they reviewed it, and they fucking determined his punishment based on that. And then when the tape went public, they said, oh, no, there's this new evidence, so we have to reconsider the case.
Yeah, this is just Goodell covering his ass.
It wasn't new evidence.
Well,
it was Goodell. Yeah, it was Goodell covering his ass, and the motherfucker should be gone, because he's a lying fucking sack of shit.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he should resign or should be fired.
He should either fucking stand up for Ray Rice.
It's such a sweet position, though. He doesn't want to give it up.
Oh, of course not.
The NFL is hands down the most popular sport in the United States.
Oh, easily.
And it's funny because they answer to this governing body, the NFL, which is so lax. And then there's the Players Union, which is different. But then each team is a private franchise.
Yes.
It's so complicated, but there's so much money involved in the whole thing. So,
it's a huge multi-billion-dollar industry.
And Goodell doesn't want to give it up because he just lets the players do what they want to do.
In fact, it's actually pretty hard to oust Goodell.
I mean, we even had Michael Vick, who tortured and killed animals and had them fight.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
he plays in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, he went to prison and did his time, but they didn't ban him from the game or anything like that. So
let's remember that charges were not even filed against Ray Rice. The police didn't even feel there was enough there to charge him with a fucking crime.
I mean,
and they actually arrested both him and his wife, or his fiance at the time.
And I mean, I guess further to your point, TJ, you also didn't his wife make a statement, in support of him?
Yeah.
I mean, so
And
whatever problems happened, I mean, obviously there were serious problems.
People say like, "Oh, well, she's obviously just a victim of abuse." I mean, but how do you know that? Do you think you understand these people's entire lives because you saw a fucking 15-second fucking video clip?
Obviously not.
Of them at the fucking obviously what is their worst?
Very true.
I mean, we just say like, I'm just tired of the way that we were supposed to say fuck context.
It's a one strike mentality.
Every
in
time.
America now. It's like you fuck up once, you're done. With these feminists we see in here,
you're a piece of shit for life. Sorry.
Some guy made a sexist comment and he's like, I apologize. I realized that offended people, and it's like, fuck you, you're irredeemable.
That's something else we're going to look at, Rachel. That's something is that the right process? Should
but this
all
guy's
of our
full of
information
shit.
be gathered?
Oh yeah, it's just the right
simply
process.
through
There's a
law
lot of
enforcement?
questions which I cannot
We
provide answers
understand
to.
and respect what they go through and what the job.
The only thing that Roger Goodell could really do, if he wants to be intellectually honest about this, is either defend his handling of the Ray Rice thing, or at least say, like, to try to tack on additional penalties on the basis of there being supposedly new evidence when we know for a fact that it was not new evidence to them and that this was the evidence they had to begin with. That's bullshit. You can say that we mishandled the situation, but you can't go back and retroactively punish someone more for the same fucking crime.
It's being basically tried in the court of public opinion.
Right, and
the court of public opinion said
ass covering.
Yeah, the court of public opinion said this is too lax, this is not good enough. He needs to be suspended for a whole season or permanently.
Because people don't want to think, though.
Well, I think that's kind of obvious.
They have to do, and there are certain restrictions that they may be under.
But they're saying they don't have a
So-
right to you guys asked for what you said you asked for.
Oh, we asked for it on several occasions. According to our security department, we went through it. We asked for it on several occasions over the spring, all the way through June, from February through June. So I'm confident that our people did that, and so that's something that we'll have to discuss directly with them.
I hate him.
Yeah, he's a lying piece of shit.
Do you want to hear about the Virginity Rocks T-shirt?
What?
Not really, but maybe. I don't know. Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll do this, then we'll go to questions.
Virginity
One of my favorite
rocks.
shirts. And it represents what she believes.
Chloe Rubiano is an 8th grader at Ramey Junior High in Fayetteville. She wore a shirt to school reading Virginity Rocks, a shirt that she got at a Christian festival last year.
I just really like the shirt because I was always raised that way. I didn't really think anybody would make a big deal out of it.
Chloe tells us she's worn this shirt plenty of times in the past at her old school, but it was here at Ramey Junior High where the administration said her shirt had sexual content on it, which would disrupt the classroom.
I didn't really
actually
think
has
it was a big worry, but they
anti-sexual
called me to the
content on it.
office.
The school administration was worried that her shirt would start sexual conversations in class. She says her vice principal.
Oh, no.
I love the shirt.
Conversations
and I agree.
about something in the world in school. Start sexual conversations in class, yeah. Because teenagers need a lot of motivation to have sexual conversations.
It's extremely difficult.
So hard to drag that out of them, and that shirt might be just the thing.
They see that shirt and they go, oh my God, I have to do it.
Let's talk about that now. Virginity. Oh, I saw the word virginity and now.
With it,
I'm thinking
but
about
I just
sex.
don't think it's acceptable for school. It opens up too many doors for conversations.
Chloe's mother, Bambi
Yeah,
Kroger,
fucking
said she was
conversation.
shocked by the
Discussing
school's
things and
decision.
analyzing
part
things
of sex
critically.
ed to
That's
me.
terrible.
Virginity is where you need to be.
Bambi says she thought the shirt was bold, but appropriate.
I'm very thankful that Chloe has this belief.
But she says she can also understand why the school made this decision after one of her friends said,
If you have the right to say this, you also have the right to say, well, sex rocks. And I'm like, oh, Lord, he's right.
Chloe had to change into a school gym shirt for the remainder
you,
of the
you
day.
stupid cunt.
She says she will still wear the Virginity
God.
Rocks t-shirt in public,
Who
but
the
she has
fuck-
decided to not wear it at
These
school
people,
again.
man. I mean, like, where's the meteor? Just can we just?
I like
fucking-
how she says it rocks. Like
It rocks.
Like, did fucking
I want to
Led
rock.
Zeppelin say "Virginity rocks"? I mean, like,
I want a rock
you
to
know,
fall on this planet and kill us all. I'm tired of this shit. I can't stand these people.
AC/DC, Kiss, Def Leppard. Did any of them say "Virginity rocks"?
I think that the lead singer of
These fucking parents are
Weezer, maybe isn't he
these
like
fucking parents are delusional. These are parents that want to blame these outside external forces. Like, my kid's having sex. It must be because they listen to some, like, music or something. It's like...
No, it's because a shirt
you
might have started a
it's-
sexual conversation.
Well, I mean, obviously...
Maybe. A conversation.
In the story, they're saying this, but it's like, hey, this is a natural biological urge. This is
No.
going to happen. And these people are just like such science
No.
deniers.
No,
Probably
Scotty.
conservative Christian morons.
Communism.
Who are just sitting there like, this is unnatural, and the only time people want to have sex is to procreate and make little babies. That's the only time.
What if someone wore a shirt that said "sex rocks"?
Oh, no!
That would be too accurate. Ah!
Like, in a smart society, the reaction to a shirt that says "sex rocks" would be like, okay. Like, or nothing.
I don't care. It's like I don't care what you think rocks. Generally,
Exactly. It's just like, okay, that's nice.
Virginity rocks, sex rocks.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no one cares.
Just wear the fucking shirt. Shouldn't even be a big deal.
It's like, what the fuck?
What?
It's like, what the fuck? Virginity rocks. Seriously.
Hey guys, you want to go not get laid? Dude, that's totally cool.
That sounds awesome, bro.
Dude, we're gonna get so
I mean,
much
like-
no pussy tonight.
I mean, it could be
Gonna spend the
factually.
night alone.
They could make like a factually accurate, virginity shirt. Be like, virginity, the only way to be sure you never got an STD. You know what I mean? Who fucking knows? But it rocks. I mean,
Yeah, it's awesome.
it's like,
Nothing's cooler, Ben.
how does it rock?
And it's also like the only thing I like about it is it's kind of misanthropic because everyone emerges from sex, so it's kind of anti-human, which is that's the only thing I like about it.
I think that's bullshit. I think a stork just brings the baby.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Can you prove that doesn't happen, TJ?
Yeah, I can't.
We're gonna play another one before we go on break. Actually, two of them really quick. All right. So here's the next story.
Haven't you also had some experience with marijuana in college?
I had experience in college. It was the wrong thing to do, and I've absolutely said people shouldn't do it.
Marijuana?
Yes.
Cocaine?
Yes.
You have used cocaine, Governor?
I'd say I was about 22 or 23. I tried it a couple of times, yes.
He was the not only the first black governor of New York, but also the first blind governor of New York.
Yeah.
And the first to admit to doing cocaine.
He was pretty fucking awesome, honestly. He took office after Elliot Spitzer. That whole thing happened.
Spitzer.
There were times where I experimented with drugs, and I drank.
Which of you are ready to admit to having used marijuana in the past? And they want us to go around and ask each of you. Governor Dean?
We'll all keep our hands down on this one.
Senator Kerry? Yes or no? Yes. Senator Edwards?
Yes.
Ambassador Braun?
I'm not going to answer.
I'm not gonna answer. Woo! Everyone's like, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Well, he's not denying it.
Fucking
he's not
Democrats and
denying
their drugs.
Yeah. Liberals.
Damn liberals.
cocaine, letting his family down, and he
They
also
all
announced
smoke
that he
the
is an
drugs.
alcoholic.
I do not use crack cocaine. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
Rob Ford, you fucking liar.
Well, he must have been lying
and
once.
now he has cancer. So
holy shit!
It's probably the crack that gave it to him.
Rob Ford is definitely a crazy character.
I like Rob Ford.
We demand that he resign from the position of mayor of Toronto immediately. And I'm not perfect. Maybe you are, but I'm not.
It's just funny. He runs this city that has, more people than a lot of countries do around the world. And he's just a total fuck up, crack smoking, lunatic.
It's like a sequel to Tommy Boy.
I don't even get. Yeah, it is basically. All right, here's the next one. Sean Hannity. Yeah.
I got hit with a strap. Bam, bam, bam. And I've never been to a shrink.
by my father. I would tell you that I deserved it. I think he went too far.
I agree
But I don't
with
want
that.
to see this guy get a felony. I don't want to see this guy lose his job. I don't want to see this guy. He deserves parenting classes.
Well, did your
Changing time.
Did your dad stick leaves in your mouth like Adrian Peterson?
My father
reportedly
punched
did?
me in the face when I talked back to him once, and I deserved it.
Listen, totally
I agree. Sean Hannity did deserve to be punched.
Yeah. I'm not seeing the problem here.
You know, that's one time I have to agree with Hannity right there. My father punched me in the face. I deserved it. It's
I
like-
just wish his dad was still around to punch him in the face.
Yeah, I know. I mean, his dad.
Sean Hannity's dad is the coolest guy ever because he beat the shit out of Sean Hannity.
And all that, Sean Hannity is happy about it.
Yeah, like not
I'm
only did
happy
he
my
beat the
dad fucking punched me in the face.
You know what? I'm happy he did it. I'm happy he beat me. I'm happy he hated me. I'm happy he hit my mom too.
Of course, you know.
I love my daddy. Daddy's my best. Yeah.
So there's a difference between spanking and child abuse.
My father
and
took
spanking
he
and
took
corporal
his
punishment. But we grew up
I'll
in a
take my belt off.
time.
Hang
Listen,
on.
I had belts
No,
too.
no, no, no,
We grew
no,
up
don't
in a
take your
time where
belt
that was
off. No one
common.
wants to see that.
Dangerous. You just want to take your belts
Except maybe
off.
Ben.
No, yeah, I did.
Or do you want to hit me with it?
No, I got it like this.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
deserved it. I was a
We
troubled
understand the
kid.
concept of what happened.
I like how he took his belt off like,
I'm gonna take my belt off for this.
See, look.
Oh yeah.
I'm hitting this. No big deal. No big deal.
If he really wants to make his point, he should bring a small child out there and beat them to just show how not wrong
See?
it is.
Kid seems happy.
Kid loves it.
He's gonna be well adjusted. Stop, please. Like,
Yeah, see, he deserves it, just like I did.
Better. We know better.
There's a whole standard. This goes back to what Dr. Romby said. There's a standard now, and if it
The
goes beyond the pale
standard.
and it's not reasonable,
The
that's when
standard.
the felony charges step in.
Sean Hannity's like, nope, beat your children as much as you want. There ain't no such thing as child abuse. That's pretty much what he's saying. He's like, nope.
Maybe he went too.
Spare
He
the
went
rod,
a little too
spoil
far.
the child.
Went a little too far.
So we're going to
maybe.
take one last break, and when we come back, I will probably be on the TJ cam.
You know, before we go, I'll check right now. And let's see.
Are we close?
I'm looking, and the page is loading, and load, page, load. And yeah, we have hit our goal. We have hit the goal.
But don't let that stop you.
So we have hit the goal. When we come back, Ben will appear on camera. So stay tuned for that.
I'm already pulled over. I'm ready to pull over. Pull over farther, man. I can't pull up. Sir, I'm already pulled over. He's already pulled over. He can't pull over any farther.
Back soon with Ben.
You can't comprehend what you've done, my friend. 'Cause now you're driving down the wrong way side. No more responsibility. I promise you it's killing me. God willing, you'll come to your senses. Since it's up to you to save your life. Now is the time. Watch your process, watch your bad reward. That's not the reason, place where you'll find your own and you're here with yourself. As your soul goes up to you, burning pressure, swore on your tongue, you are alone.
Yes, bitches. We're just waiting on TJ now. I'll tell you what, Scotty, we can just talk while we're waiting for TJ to come back.
That piece of shit.
I'm sitting in front of the TJ cam right now. No one can see yet.
Yeah, so pretty soon we're just waiting on TJ. So if you want to ban it, not ban, but blame anyone, blame TJ. If you want to ban anyone. Well, I'm in that ban mentality, but if you want to blame anyone, blame TJ. You know, that lying sack of shit TJ. And I want everyone in the audience to just sit for a moment and just sit and think about this. You've probably had a pivotal event in your life, like that was probably not very pleasant for you. And I think you can all agree that it's probably been, in some way, TJ's fault. TJ is kind of like a force of evil in the world, you know? I think we can all agree on that.
I agree, 100%.
You know, I mean, last time Ben had a problem, it was like, man, I see TJ's hand, and it's like, you know, TJ probably did have a hand.
I think I said that like 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Finally, TJ returns. All right.
Finally.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, shit. I don't think I'm ready.
All right.
I don't think I'm ready. No.
You're ready.
Am I ready?
Yes.
Let's fucking do this.
You're fucking ready.
All right, here we go.
There you go. There's Ben.
I'm a little freaked out by the fact that you don't use a mic stand.
That's okay.
All right.
What are the comments?
I don't know. Let me see.
I can't see them yet. TJ can read them.
Ben has a mask on! Exclamation points. Fuck! Ban TJ. Ben Anna. Ben. Ben, take your mask off.
No
pussy.
fucking way. I said I was going to be on camera.
Yeah, he never said that you would see his face. You know? Hey, that's inappropriate. That mask is not
I know.
approved by
New Line Cinema.
Cinema, dude.
Fuck.
You can't do the Jason
Ben,
sounds.
that just is a hockey mask. You're betraying a hockey player.
You are portraying a hockey icon.
Exactly.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Somebody.
Black mask.
Black
Malone.
mask hockey guy.
Black Mask Malone, one of the most famous hockey players of all time.
What are the comments saying right now, TJ?
Ben, piss in my mouth. Ben, TJ.
We already discussed those terms.
Unsubscribing.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Fine.
Yeah,
Bye.
whatever.
Have at it.
Yep.
You know, like, I always like that thread. Like, I'm going to unsubscribe. It's like, okay, go ahead.
God damn it, Ben. Unsub. What's wrong with your fucking face?
Ben has actually no face. That is Ben's face.
It is.
Ben is a neckbeard fascist.
I am.
He is ugly as fuck.
I am.
Unsub if no Ben face.
Okay.
Go
Ben
ahead.
TJ. We're fine with that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're going to start the Q&A segment now.
Kill Ben. Fuck Ben.
Yeah.
Ben is Frank Zappa.
I am.
Ben Cena. Ben is hype down. Suck dick, Ben. Ben lick my shit. Are you gonna lick that? Are you gonna lick that guy's shit, Ben?
Ben's going to get right on that.
Yes.
He's gonna get right on that shit.
I didn't have any plans for the evening, but, you know.
No, there you go.
Someone said I'm not really gonna unsub.
Oh, well,
That's
thank
funny.
you.
I'm not really going to do it.
I was just saying it.
Yeah.
Scam unsub.
All right, hey, Drunken Peasants, how are you guys doing
Hey,
tonight?
it's Egghead.
My question for you guys is this. Would you guys be willing to play Five Nights at Freddy's? All right, thanks, guys, and as always, smoke pan every day.
What is that? What is Five
Yeah,
Nights
we
at
don't.
Freddy's?
We
don't know.
We don't really fucking know. So
Okay.
Freddy got fingered.
our answer is I don't fucking know.
My answer is fuck yeah. I'll play it.
America.
I don't know. What is it? Why is it even a thing? I don't care.
What is this? I do not understand.
I kind of like the music, though.
I like the
Kind of
bear.
creepy. And, like, the staticky screen. Yeah.
Ben is a nigger.
Okay.
Ben Y. Ben lick my asshole.
Man, people are obsessed with Ben fucking.
Someone
looking
said
at
I'll
him.
unsub if you ever do show your face.
Okay,
That's
cool.
awesome.
He says that it's a lose, so it's a lose-lose. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not sweating. Like, I don't care. All of you can unsubscribe. The Drunken Peasants will still be the most popular podcast in the galaxy. Doesn't matter.
What's up, guys?
I don't like him.
My question for you is, what is your favorite Doctor Who anime? I'm just kidding. What is the one? Is there a rap verse that blows your mind every time you hear it? Thanks.
A rap verse that blows your mind every time you hear it.
No.
No.
Yeah, well, there is one for me.
Oh, what?
It's an Eminem fucking, yeah, of course it's Eminem, but there's a line, I don't even know if I can do it because it's very hard. But he's doing like the Batman thing with it. Well, I'm back, and then he fucking rhymes something with and I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
I
it was.
remember that. Actually, I do have
It
one.
was pretty impressive, though.
There was a rapper that I like. His name's Necro.
Necro.
Yeah.
Do the line.
What constitutes you being a prostitute? You're licking duty shoots for lots of loot till you gotta puke. Drinking them shots of fluid even if you don't want to do it. You'll be a true whore once you get through the manure. A whole piece down your esophagus. What an accomplishment. Everyone should acknowledge it. You're a pig that can swallow shit.
Sweet. I like it.
TJ is a pig that can swallow shit, so I think that's appropriate as well.
It's appropriate. That describes my life. That song was
Yeah.
probably written about me. It says Ben is a wig.
Ben is a wig? I didn't know Ben's political party was a wig. Party.
Yeah.
I'm old school. What can I say?
Ben kicks it really old school.
Someone said quickly, everyone dislike. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's all good.
I said I would be on camera, and now here I am on camera. I mean,
there was no
Yeah.
deception
I
involved
mean,
there.
what
Yeah.
the? I don't know what these people are so
Ben
mad
on
about.
camera.
I mean,
here he is.
you're seeing pretty much everything here.
Here's
I mean,
Ben. I'll take the mask off. Don't worry.
Hello, TJ, Scotty, Ben. All of you are
Ben.
equally awesome, by the way. This
This guy's already
is
playing like, I like all
trivia,
of you and you're all equally awesome.
And I have a question for, well, all of you. All of your input is fine. There's a video game based on...
You should
the
clean up your
Walking Dead
yard. There's a lot of
comics, not the
leaves.
show, the
I think he's
comics.
asking us about his yard.
And in that game, in
Yeah, I see some
a
leaves
DLC
right there.
for the game,
Yeah.
there's a character named Wyatt who I believe, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is based on TJ.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a picture. I'm gonna insert a picture into this, but yeah, he looks nearly identical to TJ in almost every way.
I don't have wrinkles all over my
nearly
not
identical.
only
Yeah,
that, but he's
but you
a
know what?
stoner,
I would say that is
and
TJ.
I'm sure almost everyone's aware of how much
He's too
TJ
skinny,
loves
though.
the pan.
Yeah, he's too skinny.
And yeah,
It's like
there's
me
even
if I
a
got
scene where he's talking with
cancer
his
and was
buddy
emaciated.
in his car.
Wow, this dude's
and
still
he
talking.
Mentions one of them, I forgot which one, mentions they have a friend named TJ, which could have been like a clever little nod to the fact that the character was inspired by you. So you think?
I
do
should
you guys
sue them
think
then.
this character actually was based off of TJ, or do you think it's just a giant coincidence? Thank you.
Giant
Bye.
coincidence.
I don't think it's based on TJ. I think that's stupid. You're fucking retarded. Die of AIDS.
I think we answered his question pretty well.
Yeah.
I like to pat myself on the back right now.
Oh, no one can see me.
Oh,
Hey,
here's-
TJ, you can't see
I'll
me.
pat Ben on the back
Yeah.
instead.
Thank you. Here's that question. Stop it.
Is this the one for my biggest fan?
Yes.
All right.
This is for Scotty.
This is my biggest fan, everybody.
Question for Scotty.
This guy loves me.
Hi guys, this is Remarkable Republican. I am a fan of your show despite the fact that I disagree with almost all of your stances,
You guys
but I
are
do like your
idiots.
style and your take on things. Now, my question is specifically for Scotty. Now, I know that you
And notice how
the rest of the
there's
peasants
like
try
there's
to
not
be
many questions in
intellectually
here.
honest to the best of your abilities.
Okay, so he's okay. Now wait, pause it. He says I'm intellectually honest right there. Okay, so I am honest in some regard. Okay, now go on.
So my question for you is, why do you not come out of the closet as a Christian? because it's quite clear to me that you must be a Christian.
So I'm
Here's why I
honest,
say
but
that.
I'm in the closet as a Christian. So I'm intellectually honest.
Scotty, you know you fucking
Not
love
only are you
Jesus.
in the closet as a Christian, but he's going to elaborate.
Okay, let's go.
It's clear from watching you, the way you pose and move your hands and bat your eyes and these kind of things, that you are in fact a homosexual.
You're a homosexual. Okay, like
Dude,
The way you bat your eyes.
the way you bat your eyes and move your hands.
This is beyond ridiculous. Like, for one, if I was a homosexual, I'd have no problem telling anybody. Like, this dude acts like it's such a bad thing. Like, if you're a homosexual, it's like, why do you think it's bad? Like, and one, why is this guy studying my movements and mannerisms? Like, if anything, he sounds gay.
I like the way how he has you posing in this picture.
Yeah, he likes it.
Like, hey, sweetie.
He's like, oh, God, Scotty.
Hey, sweetie.
I like the way you're posing.
Yeah, Scotty is gay.
And Christian.
And a Christian.
And a Christian.
No, you're not a Christian. You're just gay.
No, I'm both in the closet as a Christian and a homosexual.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Sorry.
Let's see what else he has to say.
I mean, you have the mannerisms of a man who is a pussy, not a man who gets pussy. No offense,
Oh.
because you're probably not interested in pussy anyway, so
A man
not
who is a
problem.
pussy.
And by the way, I'm not against homosexuals.
I just described them as
Anyway.
pussies.
My question is, if you really are an atheist, then why don't you simply come out of the closet and admit your homosexuality, unless you fear God's wrath and you know that what you're doing is sinful? So,
Yes,
my question is, why don't you come out of the closet as a Christian?
What,
Are you afraid
why
of
don't
being
you take your
prosecuted
loaded
by the
presuppositional question and shove it right up your ass? Because I think the only thing that you
Scotty,
want,
of course you would be obsessed with things going in men's asses.
You know, I think that no, I mean, I think this guy is the one that's in the closet homosexual. I mean, he's the one that's like suggesting this, and it's like, I've studied you, Scotty. I've watched you closely, really closely.
I've noticed from your motions that you're a homosexual.
I mean, is this like some foot tapping he wants to do in like a stall, and he's hoping the person foot tapping will be me? I think this is what's really going on here.
His real question is, Scotty, will you please give me the D?
Some sort of I-75 restroom.
I think so.
He may vote
rest
R.
area meetup.
Hey, he may vote R, but he wants the D.
atheist community in the way that Brett Keane was. Are you afraid of your brother? What's the deal? Thanks.
I'm afraid of your stupidity.
He asked if you were afraid of prosecution.
And he says I'm a pussy. Okay, dude, well, I'll tell you what. Get in contact with me, and we can meet up anytime, any place, and we can settle this like men. How about that?
With a cock-sucking contest.
That's what he would probably want. I'd probably just beat his little bitch ass, but he won't take me up on the offer. He's a pussy.
Yeah, he will, Scotty. I hope it happens.
If anyone's a pussy, it's him. If he wants to use that term.
I hope this dude is like 7 feet tall and like decked out. And I hope it's like Kane's account, you know?
If it's Kane's account, I'm just going to use the car punch.
Oh, okay, cool. That works.
It's like, he is a badass. Oh, shit, just run him over. Like, I'm not intimidated by him in the least. Like, it's like, that's fine. He wants to call me a pussy, and he wants to... Really, I don't understand like why he's denigrating homosexuals or Christians. Like, I don't agree with Christianity, but I don't really hate the fact that someone's a Christian.
TJ, the next question is for you, and it's actually a pretty good one. And actually, when I watched it, I was like, I wonder what TJ is going to say.
All right, cool. Sounds promising.
Hello, Drunken Peasants. I was browsing here on YouTube, and I found an older Amazing Atheist video. And in it, TJ says, well, this.
I don't draw the line anywhere when it comes to your dietary choices. I believe that nothing is off limits, including human beings, provided that they're eaten under the right circumstances.
Okay, well, I was just wondering, do you still support this view, or have you went back on this? Or I think it's interesting. I've never really heard anyone else say this at all.
I doubt his view has changed.
I'd like to hear your commentary on this comment.
Well, it's like Armin Muse over in Germany, the dude who ate the other guy. And it was like a consensual cannibalism thing. And I'm like, I don't really see the problem. Like, if my morality is based upon primarily consent, and, you know, I believe that everyone owns themselves, I don't see why you can't possibly consent to something like that. I mean, if you believe in, like, euthanasia or
If you want
assisted suicide.
If you
why
want
not?
to eat TJ, send a message
Yeah.
to his Facebook.
Just send it on over.
That was
talk.
actually my first conversation with TJ.
Yeah. Anyone can eat me. Anybody. It's on the market.
I remember you made your main profile pic on Facebook one time. It was like you with like apples in your eye sockets.
Yeah, and like a thermometer coming out of my head. Yeah, my position hasn't changed. I feel the same.
It's such a weird thing, though. I mean,
I know.
don't you acknowledge it's pretty weird?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't really think anything is weird.
Okay.
I think weird is just like, it's like in the words of Charles Manson, sanity is a little box.
Okay, but it's okay. Well,
But-
you think, what is the purpose? I guess you could say of like most your most biological urge would probably not to be eaten. You don't see the you don't
Yeah,
see the
but-
gazelle running toward the lion like, come on, like I'm ready to be eaten.
But that's what distinguishes human beings from animals like a gazelle or something. We have a much wider range of behaviors and actions.
Yeah, but but let's okay. If we have any intellectual honesty, maybe you can say, okay, well, how can you define that as weird? It's like, okay, that's fine, but I mean, you're basically saying my perception is like I'm not allowed to have my perception of the event. You're trying to
you
say,
can have any perception you want.
no, I mean, but you're trying to say like I can't think it's weird. is what you're
No,
saying.
you can think it's weird.
I
I
mean-
don't care. I mean, that's fine. There's
I'm
plenty-
not saying it's objectively weird. I'm saying
No.
I think it is weird because like. If you're eaten, I mean, like at some point you're just going to be dead. You're not. There's not going to be any
Well, at
sense
some
of
point you're
enjoyment.
going to be dead no matter what. I mean,
Yeah, but like with
death
that
is
sexual
inevitable.
fetish, if you like big tits, it's probably not going to kill you.
You never know.
Unless those big tits.
Unless
just,
they suffocate
They
you.
might smother you to death. or
But
something.
what seems more likely? Like I want to be eaten. Is going to kill me, and someone wants to eat me.
Most people who have that fantasy are not really going to go that far. I
Well,
mean,
apparently some do.
Sure, and if that guy the guy that he ate participated in even eating his own penis. So
Yeah.
obviously, like even as things were happening, he was still cool with it. So I don't see why Armin Muse should be fucking in jail because it's not like he fucking did anything to anyone they didn't want happening to them, and that's pretty much.
They probably just made the argument that no one like they was saying would agree.
But it's
to
pretty
it.
funny that Armin Muse is now a vegetarian. So
That is kind of a weird twist in the story.
I guess after Human, nothing else could compare. He's just like, fuck it, I'll just eat vegetables. Yes.
Hello, Drunken Peasants podcast. My question is, what are some of your guys' biggest guilty pleasures? I said that wrong. Specifically with regard to movies and TV shows.
Guilty pleasures.
I'd say TJ's would probably be what's that show? Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, shut up now. I think say the worst thing I actually enjoy is probably the Resident Evil movies. Those are legitimately very terrible
Yeah,
movies.
those are horrible
but I
movies.
enjoy them. I've liked every single one.
Yeah, I've watched those movies too. That's
I will
that's
say-
a pretty good answer. I'm trying to think if I can think of anything.
I will say
better.
that the most recent one is probably was almost actually bad enough that I actually didn't like it, but I still enjoyed it, despite the fact there was barely any fucking zombies in it.
You say Resident Evil?
Yeah, that's probably my biggest guilty pleasure. The movies, the games. Well, most of the earlier games anyway are worth liking. But
I like Mila Jovovich.
yeah, she's cool.
Ben's like, oh yeah, I really like that part of the movie.
Oh yeah, Scotty, what's your guilty pleasure, entertainment wise? Something you know you shouldn't like, but you do.
Okay, I know what. I understand the premise.
Something. It's like a guilty pleasure, Scotty. You know.
I'm trying to think. I can't really come up with anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the Resident Evil movies too, and that is definitely a guilty pleasure.
What about Commando?
Yeah, Commando is probably probably 80s action movies. A lot of those are really horrible, and I like them.
Good old Ben. Always.
Ben
getting
is
in trouble.
imbibing. Yeah.
So now, yeah, everyone can see like
what an alky you are.
Yeah, Ben is an alcoholic. Everyone, he drinks 5 bottles of whiskey a day.
10.
Is it like guilty pleasures just as far as movies, or
He said particularly like movies and music and like entertainment shit.
Well, as far as TV, because normally I think reality shows are total shit. But the one reality show that I do enjoy is Kitchen Nightmares, because especially the American version, I love how over the top it is.
It is pretty over the top.
Oh yeah,
Like, because you watch the British version and there's nobody like crying and being like, "I love you."
That's just because they're not as they're not.
I think the producers hype it up.
Yeah,
too.
you know, and like America just loves that sappy, sentimental shit. We're just a nation of fucking pussies that like to
start
cry.
crying. And I just want this business to be a success.
I just want.
We've invested your life $2 million,
And then Gordon Ramsay not only fixes their restaurant,
I'm
but,
going
like,
to fix your relationships and your life. You know.
Yeah, in 3 days.
In 3 days, of course.
You know, Gordon Ramsay, like, he reunited father and son.
Yeah.
Shit like that. It's so stupid. But
It's so cheesy.
I also enjoy it, though. Although I will say, I think I enjoy the British version a little better.
So what is the next question?
How you going, Drunken Peasants?
Hello.
This might seem like a dumb question. I'm completely just like, you know...
Then it probably
really, like,
is.
Which is your favorite of this specific set of things? But, 1, what is your favorite animated show?
What?
And 2...
Animated show.
Animated show.
What is your favorite episode of South Park? I mean, I know that I mean, if your favorite animated show is South Park...
Let me get this one
whatever,
first.
Go ahead.
Answer Park. That's the same. But yeah. So, thank you. Love the show.
Yeah, you're done.
Peace.
I'm probably going to show my age with this, but actually my favorite animated show ever was The Max, and it was on MTV.
Fuck yeah,
I remember that show.
It was
You
it was
killed
very,
my hostage.
Mr. Gone is probably one of my favorite comic book antagonists, and just the show was very cerebral and surreal at the same time. And the Max was a very psychedelic almost figure in the storyline. I recommend anyone that's never heard of it, look it up. It's The Max with 2 X's.
What's your favorite episode of South Park, though?
My favorite episode of South Park is definitely the shit episode, where they have the shit counter.
Okay.
And they count how many times people say shit.
I don't know what my favorite animated show is. I like quite a few of them. But my favorite episode of South Park is definitely the Casa Bonita episode.
Yeah, I was going to say Casa Bonita, or the episode where Cartman makes
no way.
Scott Tedeman eat his parents.
I also love the Imagination Land three-parter.
There's so many really good South Park episodes. It's kind of hard to choose.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true, Skittle.
It's weird to sit on the side here and still try to control everything.
Yeah, Ben. All right. You're such a control freak.
I remember asking TJ a while ago on Tumblr. I asked him what he thought of Citizen Kane, and he said he didn't really like it that much, and I was wondering why that is exactly. And also you peoples who are there at the moment, your thoughts on that film in general, and what do you think of film noir? Thanks.
Okay.
What do you think of Citizen Kane and film noir?
Okay, let's just first off say, like, okay, TJ and Ben co-host the show, so that's just so fucking unbelievably stupid to not even know the name of the other co-host. At least, like, I'm here. I'm not always here.
I think maybe she meant, like, yes. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. But anyways, that's a total aside. I like a lot of independent films, but I think a lot of independent films just you kind of see the tangents that people just go off where they think something's really interesting or unique.
She didn't ask about independent film. She asked about film noir.
So what?
I don't know.
I can give whatever answer I want.
Okay.
All right, fine. Never mind then. You just took me out my train of thought.
Sorry.
I was just going to go into a whole tangent, but that's okay.
Citizen Kane, obviously a classic, but obviously, you know, in modern cinema, it's... I mean, it was way ahead of its time, but it's still, I don't know, it dragged on for me.
Here's my problems with Citizen Kane. First of all, I feel like it doesn't, like, if you're going to consider, Citizen Kane, like the way it was introduced to me, is like this is the greatest film.
How do you feel about Orson Welles' performance as the leading actor?
As far as
Hearst,
as far as the performances go, it was fine. As far as the cinematography goes, it was great.
Yeah, for the time it was very competent.
I didn't really care for the storyline. I didn't really care for. I mean, like if you're going to call this the greatest film ever, I think it should really explore like a deeper facet of humanity.
Do you kind of think
I've heard people say that about Casablanca as well? That
you kind of think in a way it's almost like
it's too limited.
Like the one we have today, I think a lot of people can point to now is like Avatar. It's like Avatar was a great movie. It's made like all this money. And okay, how can it make $700 million if it wasn't this really great movie?
Honestly, like if
maybe not critically, I don't think it's the same comparison.
If you're talking about like,
but it's an extremely hyped movie.
The movie that has like more heart to it, definitely, Citizen Kane. Avatar was all special effects.
But I mean, I guess my problem with Citizen Kane is that the main thing that you are supposed to feel for the character towards the end of the movie is just pity. And I wish that there was some more complex emotional dynamic between the audience and how they're supposed to relate to the protagonist of the film.
He was like a multi-millionaire, by today's standards, a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
His character was not a very sympathetic character to most people,
exorbitantly
especially at the
wealthy.
time.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't feel like it really ran any sort of great gamut of human emotion or explored the human experience in any sort of deep, profound way that's deserving of the title of "This is the best film ever." But like, if is it a competently made film that's enjoyable? Sure.
Yeah, this is the problem you run into when you start saying what is the best film or what is the best anything.
I think it's very slow moving, and I think the beginning they set up the mystery, and you're really into the mystery of the film. But they just drag it on for too long. And then obviously most people that watch it these days already knows the twist.
Because it's so iconic and shit, yeah.
Exactly.
And here's a big
film
problem.
Noir?
They said, well, film noir, I mean, like I can't really say I've watched enough noir, but
Is Lost Highway considered?
Like, I mean, like I would say I've watched more like of the contemporary noir than I have like the actual noir films. But, I like that. I kind of like the style, but I haven't really liked it enough to delve into it super deeply, So next question. Next.
Hey, fellas. My question is, who is the single dumbest person that you've ever made a video about or debated or had interactions with on YouTube? Thanks.
Easily TJ.
I think I don't remember her name, but it was the same girl that I called a stick with tits that Lacey Green got pissed at me for. I don't remember her name, but she was like this teenage girl that made videos about how homosexuality was bad and all this bullshit.
I think your reply video is still on your channel somewhere.
Probably.
It's funny, man. You got like so many classics buried away there. And I'll tell you what, like if anyone's bored out there, Go back like 5 years and watch some of TJ's old videos.
Fuck yeah.
TJ doesn't even remember. I remember TJ's videos better than he does.
That's always hilarious when you're like, man, remember that one video, TJ? TJ's like, what? No, I don't remember that. Like, you fucking made it, man.
I look forward. I don't look back. Live in the now.
You don't reflect, TJ.
Live in the now.
Live in the now, huh?
I got no reflection.
Vampire.
Woo.
Hi, Drunken Peasants. I wanted to make this picture, kind of based off of Dragon Ball Z because, your fans
like
say you guys are a lot like Dragon Ball Z. And I wanted to draw you guys kind of like Dragon Ball Z. So I was wondering, like, which would you prefer, like having Ben and TJ just be Goku, the Goku character.
TJ should be Krillin.
A really long time, sorry.
Fuck you.
Or like having all three of you, Scotty, Ben, and
till she's
TJ
done.
as Goku. I don't know which one you would prefer, and I just decided to ask you this question.
I'd rather be Vegeta.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
So
I would say
that's
between
pretty
you
much
two,
it. Just
in all honesty,
tell me what
I have
you
a
would
hotter
prefer
head than either of you
and
guys,
smoke
and
a can
Vegeta's
every
definitely
day.
the hothead on the show, so I don't
That's
agree with
true.
that.
I guess Scotty should be Vegeta, but I definitely am not a Goku.
You're definitely
figure.
not. You guys are not Gokus for sure.
Make me like
TJ should be like Frieza or
He's
something.
he's kind of weak, but I guess like Yamcha or something like
I think
that.
TJ should be Frieza and
Yeah.
Ben should be like make Ben like Cell or something.
Make me Cell.
I could kind of see Ben as Cell for some reason. Yeah, I'll be Frieza and Ben can be Cell and Scotty can be Vegeta.
Yeah.
So basically the first 3 villains in the show. We don't want to be Goku. Fuck Goku. He's a pussy.
Goku sucks.
I mean, he's not a pussy, I guess, but
No,
you know what
but
I'm saying.
he kind of sucks.
He sucks.
He's such a generic, oh, shucks,
I'm a good guy.
Shucks, G swell, guys.
Fuck you, Goku.
If you watch the original Dragon Ball, you'd understand because like
I have.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Goku. Snake way.
Lasts
all
forever.
day. Woo.
Hello, everyone. I have a question primarily for Scotty, but if the rest of you want to
Yeah, fuck you,
chime in on it, go right ahead.
Fuck you, bitches.
First, I need to apologize for the trolling you with the John Cena shirt last week. I couldn't resist. TJ, thanks for the applause, though. I appreciate it. Wearing Daniel Bryan this week. I hope that's more to your liking, Scotty. In fact, that's my question. You talk a lot about WWE, primarily that you hate John Cena, but you never discuss who you actually like. Do you watch WWE on a regular basis? Who do you enjoy watching the most? Do you watch any wrestling outside of the WWE? And if so, who do you like there? Thank you.
I primarily watch WWE, but we only kind of watch the pay-per-views. We don't really watch a lot of like the Monday Night Raw and stuff. The people I actually like, I think Bray Wyatt is probably the best new wrestler out there right now. I mean, what do you guys think? You want to jump in?
Yeah, I like Bray Wyatt. I also like, even though he's kind of like a bit character, Bo Dallas.
Oh, I would say Bo Leave, yeah.
Bo Leave!
Yeah,
I think his gimmick is so awesome.
they're brothers.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I also, let me see, who else do I like in there? I like Goldust and Stardust.
Adrian Neville, from NXT, the champ that does that crazy like
oh yeah
that
spin.
dude's awesome.
That dude's freaking
He had his
awesome.
first match on Raw a couple weeks.
Cool. Did he win or lose?
He won.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, they're trying to build him up.
Yeah.
I like Chris Jericho. He's still wrestling. He's kind of a jobber. I like Rob Van Dam, even though he's kind of a jobber too now.
No.
Kane is a jobber as well.
I don't really care about Kane.
Kane is like the mindless zombie.
He used to be. He used to actually be good though, as like basically just like this silent antagonist.
Who would you guys say is your favorite wrestler ever, though?
Oh,
The Undertaker.
Undertaker for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, both of us
Easy.
say The Undertaker.
For me, it's Sabu.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sabu's
too.
pretty cool.
Sabu is probably the most aggressive hardcore wrestler. Mick Foley's up there. So is Terry Funk. I do like Rob Van Dam too. I was a big ECW fan.
Yeah, ECW.
I should say The Undertaker, notwithstanding the biker gimmick that he did.
Oh, that
briefly.
was terrible. The biker gimmick.
rolling.
And then American Badass. Just disgusting.
And I like Ring of Honor a lot. Newer wrestlers I like CM Punk. Who knows if he'll ever come back? Chris Hero. I liked Jay Lethal a lot when he was doing his Black Machismo, Randy Macho Man Savage character. Basically, I'm a huge wrestling nerd, and I can talk about it forever.
Oh yeah, Ben knows way more than any of us.
Yeah.
Do.
Hey, Drunken Peasants. My grandpa has a question for you guys.
Hey, Drunken
Whoa,
Peasants.
old guy.
My least favorite politician is Jim Inhofe from Oklahoma, a Republican. The stupidest thing I've ever heard him say was that global warming is the greatest hoax perpetrated on mankind. Who's your least favorite politician, and what's the stupidest thing they ever said? Thank you.
Oh, man,
Hey,
that's
thanks,
a
guys.
tough one.
That's actually a really good question.
That's pretty
huh?
cool. Well, it came from someone who's like old.
His
and knows
grandfather.
shit.
Yeah.
His grandpa is pretty awesome. God damn, that's a really
You
hard
know,
one to
I have
do
to
on
say
the
my least
spot.
favorite politician, and I have to say because he gets so much prominence, would probably be like Rick Perry.
That's the Texas governor.
Yeah, Rick Perry.
I would say Bobby Jindal.
Bobby Jindal, he's another good one. Right next to each other in states too.
Yeah, but the thing about Bobby, it's not like really the stupidest thing he ever said. I don't really remember the stupidest thing he ever said, but the stupidest thing he ever did was back in college. He like basically gave a girl an exorcism because I don't even know why. but I guess they decided they were helping her, and he gives this account of them like holding her down and like keeping her hostage, basically. And I'm like, you're basically admitting to a fucking
false imprisonment.
Yeah, kidnapping and false imprisonment. But people in Louisiana are like
good job,
fighting for Jesus. So I would say Bobby Jindal is probably my least favorite.
I can't remember the context, but I kind of thought with Rick Perry is when Rick Perry was like, remember they were doing the debates, and he was like, "I'm going to name the things I would cut" or whatever, and he couldn't like
he couldn't remember the third department he wanted to cut.
Yeah, and it was like, what the fuck, dude? You're running for political office. You don't even know what your fucking platform is.
I will say that I also it's not one of my least favorite politicians by far, but I hate Ron Paul simply because of the cult of Ron Paul.
I always wondered what the fuck was up with Ron Paul's eyebrow. He was like in a debate, and his eyebrow like popped off, and it looked all weird. And they said he had like allergies or something, but it almost looked like he was wearing fake eyebrows.
He probably was,
because he has these like very like thick, like statesmanly looking eyebrows, and like one of them fell off. So it makes me think that maybe his eyebrows are fake.
That's good. I don't really know.
Conspiracy, fake eyebrow, Ron Paul.
Suicide pill.
Mass murder pill.
Hashtag Ron Paul's fake eyebrows. Ben loves to drink. And that's the last question.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh. TJ was not trolling. We're like,
there's three more. There's a buffer, and then there's the Jesus Man, and then there's a
Hey, Scotty. Jesus Man.
Da, 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 da. One more time.
Hey, TJ. Evolution, bitch.
Da, 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 da.
That's pretty awesome. The creepy guy told you evolution, TJ. So
Are we done now, or do you want to like?
Nope, we're done.
You want to? All right.
Show's over.
All right, so here I am. I was on camera.
Boo,
job,
Ben. Boo.
Thank you.
Boo, Ben. Boo.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you want to continue to support the show,
Smoke pan every day.
audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants. Also, teespring.com/Drunken Peasants to order the shirt. I have the shirt on right now. There it is.
Ben wears that shirt every day. He's not going to take that shirt off ever again. He's going to shower with that shirt. You know, the shirt gets
shower? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Amazing Atheist Podcast. Peace the fuck out.
What I'm talking about is Ben will never remove that shirt ever again. So, everyone remember that. And TJ sucks.